watch a tragedy? What is so wrong with us that we love to watch people suffer? Because it makes us feel human. It reminds us we are alive. We listen to sad songs sometimes, but we watch tragedy because there's resolution, because there's understanding and humanity in it. Imagine if last episode they failed and the world ended. You couldn't comprehend the world ending. That cosmic horror, the lack of all things, the ceasing of existence. You cannot even imagine such an ending. But if your best friend died, and you could have stopped it, or you could have done something different, that's tragedy. That's relatable. Someone failing because they made a reasonable, rational choice, that's human. That's relatable. That's why we watch tragedy. Today, on episode 9 of Masks of Nyarlathotep, Bennett dies, and we will see what the loss of a loved one does to people. Here we go, ladies, folks, and gentlemen. Here we go.
December 24th, 1924, Istanbul, Turkey, the Trust headquarters on Iskandar Avenue. Professor, you have just returned from a long journey in Australia. It's been a wonderful little vacation. Just getting to research Aboriginal peoples with the new contact of Madeline Bear. You both decided to come over to come to the headquarters of the Trust to record things, and neither of you really celebrate Christmas, so it's probably going to be an okay time. Unfortunately, Toprak, your sister isn't home right now. She's currently in Arkham studying at Miskatonic as part of a professor exchange program. But, Toprak, you're surprised to enter the Trust headquarters when you find Charlie and Nyarlathotep are present there.
Charlie. Gosh, you knew a little bit.
Charlie blows out a cloud of foul-smelling smoke as he lowers his cigarette and says, "Chopin, been a while."
You have got less intimidating with time. All right.
Where have you been?
Down under. Doing some research.
And with me, traveling. My Aussie's a bit off today. He's been down with me down under, doing research on the local peoples and tribes. There we go.
Sounds exciting. I've been doing a bit of research myself.
Oh, what in?
Rama pipes up and goes, "Yes, we've been looking into the old Brotherhood of the Skin, busting them up whatever we could. Found an old artifact underneath their hideout."
An artifact? Can I see
They're
it?
also weirdly attached to their skin for such a name.
There's a slight uncomfortable chuckle coming out of Madeline. She's not sure how to interpret that.
You can see the artifact. It's down in the museum.
All right, I'll take a look for sure.
And just as you say that you're getting ready to look in, it's late the night. Again, it's almost Christmas Day when there's a knock at the door. It's a very frantic sort of knock.
Come in.
Person opens the door. It's some small messenger, like it's a messenger boy. He says in Turkish to Toprak, telegraph for you, sir.
Thank you very much, boy.
And upon opening it, it's in English. He puts out his hand, expecting a tip.
That is the way things go. I give him a coin.
You give him a couple of lira. And you receive this telegraph. I will repost in the main chat as well.
Bennett.
Bennett.
What's up with Bennett?
Coil expedition. I need a bit of reminder.
Yeah.
Did we hear about the Coil expedition before?
Did in passing,
Charlie did, but I'm not sure if he passed that on.
He did. You were part of that little group. You were investigating what you found in the hotel room in Arkham, and he mentioned that he found a map of the Carlisle expedition and that he was curious why it was there, and it gave him a hunch, but he had to go investigate it alone. He's been sending telegraphs to the Trust on a regular basis, just making sure that he occasionally says, "Am fine, am well." But this is the first time you've received him asking for help. The Hotel Chelsea, you would also know what that is. That's that's a very famous hotel in New York.
New York.
What are we waiting for?
Just gotta get a rest.
Hey, boy!
Yes, he says in Turkish, but he doesn't speak English at all.
I'll translate.
What is he?
Book us the next trip to New York.
He puts out another hand, expecting a payment.
Charlie gives him twice what Toprak did.
Okay, 2 lira. Good job. He says very quickly. Yes, the next boat out of the harbor that would be heading for New York would be departing the day after Christmas.
Get us rooms on it.
So he will go run that favor for you if you give him the cash to do it, plus a little bit extra for him to skim off the top since you're hiring him for his services.
Of course. The Trust will pay him.
The Trust will cover this one. This is a very cheap expense. Unless there's anything you two want to handle while you're still in Turkey, I can flash forward to when the Trust gathers, for when the gathering in New York happens.
No, I don't think so.
It takes a little while. Rama and Madeline Bayer decide amongst themselves, but Madeline's going to travel along. Rama has decided to stay behind since someone needs to man the Trust, and as the Trust's librarian, he's most fit for the job. So he'll man the fort so he'll hold the fort in Turkey. Traveling over there takes about a month's worth of time. You have to make a couple of stops along the way. The boat goes to Athens, then it travels to Naples. Then eventually, after one last stop in Spain, it then makes the long voyage to New York, but it gets there eventually. Telegraphs were sent by Ramahotep to Clara, Lewis, whoever else is out there, to say, go to New York. Bennett needs help if you can. And I am assuming both of you accept in this case.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Lewis, you live in New York. This is
No.
not hard.
No.
And eventually,
We do not accept.
and eventually,
I do not.
the boat arrives. You arrive at the harbor you arrive at the harbor just in the nick of time on the night of the 13th of January. You find a good cheapish hotel room not far from there. Hotel Chelsea is unfortunately booked. And Bennett's not home, and despite calling to see if he was there, Bennett's not home yet. He arrives tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say Charlie will call the Hotel Chelsea just to see if Bennett is there already.
Nope. Not there yet.
Right.
It is the dawn of the 14th of January. All of you have gathered at a hotel not far from there. Lewis, Clara, Choprak, Charlie, Madeline Bear's with you. Jack said he would come, but unfortunately he's got another case he has to deal with right now, so that's why he's not present. If you want to do some catching up or have some discussion, you have the opportunity to. Don't feel forced.
How have you all been?
I've been fine. Yeah.
Yeah, things have been good with me. Nice to see you all again.
Yeah, I say, yeah.
Manny, how is Yak doing?
He's he's fine.
How did that go, yeah?
Yep, everything's going well. Absolutely.
Good.
Charlie makes it very obvious that he is inspecting Clara's fingers.
Oh.
You decide.
Pardon?
You decide if there is or if there isn't.
No. There's nothing on my fingers, no.
No,
Not
really?
yet. Not yet. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've been doing my work fairly well, I think. Keeping up with the trust enough. Surprisingly, work has picked up a bit over the last year, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
You got a
That's
hand
great.
now.
What? I mean, yes, huh? Good.
Wow.
You just see Madeline Bear shake a little bit, and she goes, I got a bad feeling, mate, that something just went horribly wrong.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
fine. It's just
He's
cold.
probably
Really cold.
He's probably hiding in the drape.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
You know, Charlie, you say that, and just you say that, well, howdy, folks. Haven't seen you in a while now, have I? Oh, hello, Miss Madeline Bear. Never seen you before in my life. Along with these new folks, but I know these four quite well.
Still, you know her name. That sounds a bit stalkerish to me.
Oh, I know everyone's name. Isn't that right? And he gestures to the bellboy. Isn't that right, Francis McDonaghy? And he's like, what the? He just moves on with his life.
How's it done?
Okay, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just here to make sure everything is in motion.
What?
Well, that's certainly ominous.
Well,
Very.
I said we would meet again. And this is when we must meet again, my friend.
Okay, that... Given what happened last time we met, that probably doesn't bode well.
No.
Just saying.
No, don't.
No.
Did I know you actually think that Bennett has called us here because things were going well?
For
Well,
once,
well,
please.
not exactly.
Would have been nice if it was, though.
Yeah,
Nobody
wouldn't it be nice if we
felt
could
on
all just gather
Christmas.
and socialize?
I don't think he would have sent such a panicked telegram if that was the case.
I'm sure whatever it is, we can help him with it.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, after all.
It's just not that he ain't.
I'd
Yeah.
expect that's why he called.
Mr. Voss, with his hobo bag and his scrappy beard, he strokes his chin and goes, "Well, you are smarter than the average bear now, aren't you?"
What
think of
type
all
of expression is that even?
Just you wait. In a couple of years, it'll be very relevant. Anywho, I, on the other hand, will leave you to it. But good seeing you again, friends. And he walks behind the curtain and just exits reality.
I guess we're
Bye.
friends.
Again.
Does Madeline suffer a bout of madness?
Let's find out. For you, this is
Everybody,
just
roll
normal
back.
now. Let's see here. Well, no, but you did lose 2 sanity.
Whoa.
Who the hell was that, mate? I'm tugging my collar.
That's a really long, complicated
It's
story.
a
but
damn story. Just
He's not
let's-
dangerous.
let's call him a
I
ghost. and leave it
think
at that.
he's a leprechaun.
Do we? Do we think he's a leprechaun, Charlie?
I don't know about
Might
that.
as well be.
He might as well be.
I don't think he quite fits the ideas of a leprechaun.
Does a leprechaun have to be limited by your IDs?
Oh. You really taking that out now?
Alright.
Well,
That was sure
Fuck the horse.
an interesting way to enter New York City already.
a little past
Yeah.
6 now. The boat would have arrived at 4, and that would have given him enough time to get to the to the hotel. It's dark out, but you'll have to do.
Yeah.
Let's go see him.
Yep.
The Hotel Chelsea is quite a fancy joint in the middle of Harlem. Bit expensive, seeing as how it has very selective clientele, but overall, it's a very nice hotel with decent competitive rates. You were all called here at the behest of a very good friend of all of you. As you are now standing outside the door, you are getting ready to finally see what this whole thing is about. He rambled on in a very brief moment about something called the Carlisle expedition a few years back, but then went into a long period of research. You then received a telegraph saying that he has made many discoveries on the subject, and were told to come to this hotel room. Without asking too many questions, who opens the door? I need a volunteer.
Charlie opens the door.
Charlie, as your hand approaches the door, despite your character, it's a bit of a nervous shake. And as you put your hand on it, noticing that it is surprisingly unlocked, you twist the door open, and you feel as if your destiny lies on the other side of that door. And right as he swings the door open, you see before you 2 men, one of whom is trying to exit out the window onto the fire escape. Another man who is carving into your friend's head some sort of symbol after he's clearly been killed. And Bennett just lies on the bed with his back turned, his head facing, with his back on it, head facing towards where he's been lumped over, his hat having fallen off of him. Sanity roll. This is despite the gore, this is a good friend of yours having just been murdered.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Everyone who passed, only 1 point of sanity damage. Everyone who failed,
Yeah.
Actually, I think 1 point is too measly for this. Charlie's gonna take 2.
that is fair. You may always opt to lose more. I'm never going to stop you if you think it's appropriate for your character.
Okay.
I feel that. I may also go the same way if that's all right.
Then you may do that.
Well, I failed, so I.
We'll see how much you both lose. 3 points of sanity
Hey.
each for those who failed. And as you're there, looking at him in horror, the two men just shout, "We gotta get out of here!" And we are in initiative. Charlie, I am going to say that I'm going to ask you first, do you want to invoke your rage?
I'm gonna wait with that at least 1 turn. We'll see.
I would like also everybody to roll Constitution to start with.
Okay.
That's a success.
That's a fail.
Let me know if it's an extreme
succeed.
success or a failure. That's what I care about.
I failed.
34 is a fail.
Constitution. 34 is a fail for your Constitution, Lewis?
Wait, that never mind. Ah, no, that's.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, thank God.
I've messed up my mind. Hold
And
on.
Professor, I
That
assume
is
that's
a
a pass.
pass.
Nobody got an extreme success?
No,
Nope.
No.
sorry.
Cool.
I'm dumb.
Cool.
I'm thinking of other systems.
All right. All right. So now we're going to do one more thing. Charlie, I need you to roll spot hidden. You cannot push this.
Ugh.
That's a success for me.
All right. You will not be surprised then. So combat begins.
Woohoo!
Attacking you from the side is this one man who is about to swing like this, who's swinging this knife at you, trying to get the drop on you, who you couldn't see. He's getting the swing, but you have the advantage here. You go. So we're going to go into initiative. Charlie, you are first.
I go first.
Yes.
How much damage does a steel suitcase deal? Because I'm not doing anything else with that. I
Call that a
imagine like
bludgeon, and it would
D6
be
plus
1d6 plus
1.
db.
All right. Well, he's just gonna strike him with the suitcase.
Yep.
That is a success for me.
Nice. Please roll damage.
All right, it's just 2, almost minimum damage.
Yep.
Almost minimum damage. He's just like, he takes a small hit and he's like, All right. Next in the dexterity
Sort of
order,
wail the suitcase at him.
it would go to Lewis. You're up.
Ah.
Get him!
Ah! Yeah, I guess blind rage. We're just gonna try and like whap one of these guys. I guess.
Yeah, you barge in. You see the guy who's like up close, who just took a swing at Charlie. You can go to hit him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit him.
Swing.
This just has to be open. All my weapons take time to equip, I guess. Come on, let's go. Nope.
Nope.
No.
He goes. He moves out of the way as this is happening. The guy at the window, he's just gonna run. He jumped like this man. He's let me take a brief moment to kind of describe him. He's this medium-sized, African American man. He's wearing a suit. He has like a bandana that was like made out of a tie or something, and he's like. Yeah. And he's just going to run. And so he jumps like through the window and starts climbing the fire escape.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him!
Next up, it would be another one. of our dear cultist friends. So this guy, the guy who was carving Elias is also dressed similarly. He has a suit. He's a white guy of medium height and stature. This man, he just finished carving what he was into Bennett's forehead, and he begins to drop his knife and run towards the window. He makes a quick dexterity check to see if he can escape, and he fails. He's not going to be very quick at this. He'll have to wait till his next turn for him to wiggle his way out the window. Moving down the line, then it comes to that person's not here anymore. I forgot. And then we come to Clara. You're first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that guy who's trying and failing to make his way out of the window?
Yes.
Okay, I am gonna just, with a bit of an angry shriek, just kind of launch myself at him. With my badass brass knuckles equipped, and I'm just gonna just go for him, basically.
I am going to make just a brief moment. This combat has a chase scene going on with the guy who's running outside. Everybody has 2 actions except for Lewis, who has 1.
Oh.
Shit, hold on. Oh no, that just scraped a pass, but only by a teeny bit.
Since he already used his action, he only has 1 reaction, so he is going to try to dodge, but he will be at disadvantage since he's kind of stuck in a window right now.
That's fine.
The
Gets...
guy there, he does pass his dodge check at regular, even with disadvantage.
At 73?
Yeah, he's got a really good dodge.
Wait, what?
Yeah, do you want to spend luck to reduce that, or so I get another level of success, Clara? I am asking you now.
Oh yeah, hello. Sorry.
I think Clara would need to spend like 40 luck to do that.
She would need to spend a humongous chunk of luck, and I don't have really. No, it's not worth it.
Not worth it. Okay.
I don't have that much.
Toprock,
I'd be luckless.
you're up.
All right. Am I still able to? Wait. All right. So one guy is trying to get through the window. The other one is at the fire.
Currently at the front door. He was the guard, and so he's trying. He just tried to attack Charlie. Lewis tried to swing at him and missed.
Charlie's fine. Don't worry about that.
You gonna go for the guy escaping through the window?
Yes.
Go for it.
And just using my whip to restrain him so he doesn't go anywhere.
Good move. Good move. Give me an attack. He cannot dodge this, though, because he has already used his reaction.
Well, this will be quite easy then.
Ooh.
That is a hard success.
He's restrained. He's like... And so then we go back to the top of the initiative. Charlie.
I'm gonna bash him again.
Go for it.
Still a success.
Still
Wow.
a success.
You're terrifying.
You go for the bash on this guy, and he going to try to dodge.
Well, he's probably succeeding at that, I imagine, since I didn't get a hard success.
What level? He passed it regular.
I just have a normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, this guy that you're swinging at, he's just like moving out of the way, and he starts trying to book it. So he starts looking towards the window, and he's trying to move there since there's an opening. Since Toprock wrangled the other guy out of the window with the whip.
I suppose I cannot move in the way or something like that.
You could
Since we're
use
in
your reaction.
since we're in melee combat, we will not.
Yes, you could, but again, it will use up your reaction, so you won't get any dodges.
But he has just used his action to get away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with losing.
Okay,
It
cool.
doesn't matter. I'll use my reaction to keep him there.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Yep. Good.
You gotta,
Well, what do I have to do?
please, again, just make a brief little fighting brawl roll. All you gotta do is pass it.
Yeah, that's a hard success.
Nice. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to escape that until his next turn. He's not gonna be able to try to escape that until his next turn. Okay, Lewis, your go.
Question: is the window blocked in any way?
Currently is unobfuscated.
All right, I'm gonna try and get out, like basically run, get out of that thing, try and catch the other guy who ran.
All right, give me a dexterity check to see if you can get through the window with ease.
Okay, so this is... Woo! That is not quite extreme, but it's a hard success.
You jump through the window. You end up on the fire escape in the night of New York. You look up and you see the man climbing his way up to the top of the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and follow if I'm able to do that.
Yep, but we'll wait till your next turn.
Okay.
Clara. Oh, wait. First, actually, it's the other guy. So the guy who Toprak has restrained is going to try to break out of the grapple. Extreme success. I want you to just roll your whip in retaliation to see if you can keep the hold. You just need to get an extreme. God, yes, you keep him there. He's not going to move. So, let's see. So then it comes to Clara.
I'm gonna fuck him up. Yeah.
Yep, fuck him up. Punch with
Fuck him
advantage.
Here it comes. Fuck!
You roll twice, advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. All right, my bad. We've had a break. I've forgotten the system. Come on. That's much better. In actual fact, it's a hard, not an extreme. Close enough.
Roll your straight damage.
Damage. Not bad.
Yeah, you
Not bad.
just like sock this guy, and he's. Ah! You can just see the wound on his face.
Bastard.
And then Toprak. Keeping the restraint is passive. You can just choose to rough him up more if you want to.
I guess I'll try to knock him out.
Yeah, if you're gonna go for the knockout, just roll me some damage. Or roll me a fighting brawl with advantage, just to make sure that you don't have a weird moment. Because he's still able to kind of move and be a difficult target.
Yes.
Moment.
Weird moment. It's a cultist. What do we ask? Where is
Brawl should be above a whip for you.
an armed? No.
Yeah, fighting brawl is unarmed.
Well, it failed. And advantage, how does that work again?
If you want to.
Oh wait, I found it. Oh no, that
Don't worry.
fails. Yeah.
He just moves out of the way with as much as he can, given his restraint. But it's just enough to dodge the punch coming your way.
Well, I'm just pathetic.
Yep. The guy who is. Yep. And then, meanwhile, there's the. Oh yes. There's the guy who's outside, and he continues to run up the staircase higher and higher. We now go back to Charlie.
Having a bash.
Go ahead, beat this guy up.
Still just a normal success.
All right. Let's see. He's gonna try his damnedest to dodge, but you have him basically in your grasp. So, nope, he doesn't.
That's much better. Socks him with a suitcase straight on the nose.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's out. Boom. You notice that inside, as he goes down inside his coat pocket, are like a bunch of random pieces of paper and knickknacks or something.
Yeah, fuck that.
You'll have to inspect that later. Next up, we have. Yeah, you got rid of him. So,
Me.
Lewis, yes.
I'm running up. I'm following that guy, trying to catch up. Definitely.
Quick question, Lewis. Do you have a firearm?
Not exactly. No.
Don't be coy.
No.
Can you shoot him? Because you could probably do that at disadvantage while you're running.
I cannot.
Okay.
I have a feeling I don't have the ray gun on me because that's big.
I don't allow you to say you have the ray gun on you. This is Pulp.
Oh,
You're
man.
allowed to pretend like you have this.
Oh fuck! I'm saying I have it then.
Ah, yes. Okay, so if you take your whole action, you're not going to be able to continue chasing after him, but you can make the shot with disadvantage.
Okay, let's try this and hope to God I pass.
Yep.
First, do I have to? I'm going to have a.
So real quick, I'll roll for how many shots it has.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll for ammo or whatever.
You only got
One
shot.
I didn't charge it last night. Let's hope to God.
Let's hope this works.
Come on.
First time in the field.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
It explodes in your arm.
You shoot, and the guy is lets out like a little girlish shriek because what the hell was that little thing? It was like a flash of light that came out of your gun, and he's like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope."
Oh fuck! He's going faster now.
And we now go to the other guy, who is once again going to try to break free with a strength roll versus Toprok's whip skill. He still can't do it. Don't even bother rolling.
All right.
We then go to Clara.
I'm still mad. I'm gonna hit him again.
Go for it. Advantage. He's restrained.
Sock him right in the kisser.
I am gonna sock him right in the kisser. I can roll twice. Oh my god. Sorry. No, I want to keep the first roll.
Yes, do you want to spend luck?
No, the first one's fine. I just need to see if I could do better. It passes. I just wanted a better pass.
Okay, yep, do damage.
Okay. Come on, go down, go down. Same again. Still fine.
And then this dude just he's out. Toprok.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna try beating up this restricted guy. I hope Lewis is doing fine.
Oh, the restricted guy has passed out.
Oh, that's the one Clara's been.
Yeah.
I knocked him out.
Oh, Charlie's still brawling with that one. All right.
Oh no, he's down as well. Like Toprok, you can clean. Like if you want to, you have the opportunity to search the body as an action.
That doesn't sound like we need that at the moment.
All right.
And I got a gun, so that will help. Wait, do I? Well, I got my whip at least. So. I'm gonna go up to the roof and see what Lewis is up to.
You get onto the fire escape. Make a dex check to see if it's quick. And since you can move twice, we'll let you just like start running up the stairs, and you catch up with Lewis. You see that he has this really weird machine that he has resting in his hand. Can you describe what it looks like, Lewis?
All right. Basically, what I have in my hands, it looks. Imagine if you took a old-style film projector, broke it down to the core essentials, took off more of those bitches, threw a glowing red like D10 on it, and just a coil running out from the top of it. Fun, I suppose.
I like.
Yeah.
We come back to Charlie.
Oh, well, then we are... Charlie is also legging after the one who's trying to get away.
Yep.
These guys are unconscious. We can get back to them in a moment.
Yep. I'm going to say that since you have 2 moves, you make it up to the rest of the group.
How far away is he? Can I see him?
He is about 2 moves away. He's almost to the roof of the building.
Then I want to use my attack action to fire my gun at him.
If that is the case, you will be 1 floor below, Toprock and Lewis, since it's 1 move to get out the window, and then,
I know, it's more important to catch up to him than I'm just running.
Yeah. You're on the same floor. Besides, there would have been a really high risk that you could have shot your friends.
I mean, that's not really my problem. It's not catching up to him, that's the problem.
Clara?
Clara had to be right back. Moment.
Oh, right, all right. Oh, and I skipped Lewis anyway. Lewis! Sorry, because I told you to describe the weapon earlier. That's why.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Lewis, you have 1 action. What do you want to do with it?
Do we... I can't exactly recharge this damn thing here. What the... He's trying to shoot.
Mechanical repair check if you want to.
Let's try it.
It explodes in your hand. It explodes.
Yeah, both work. Whatever. Ooh, that is a hard
What's
success.
exploding?
Yeah. That's definitely a good pass.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now we come... So, yes, you're able to, just, hit it a couple of times, see how it's going. You're able to get it to just, get a little extra something out of it. 2 shots.
Hey.
Just because for its premiere, I don't want it to have just 1. This is a one-time only thing since it's just made its debut.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we go to Clara. Everyone has just left to run out and up the fire escape.
Well, I'm gonna follow them. Oh, wait. Did people empty the pockets of the unconscious people?
No one has.
Okay, that's me then. I'm gonna strip these guys down of everything they've got.
I'll say both takes up all 2 of your actions, and you are about to get a fuck ton of handouts. Okay, so
I asked for this.
So I'm going to post these all in the library because there's just so many of them.
Question though,
Yes.
Do we actually have time to go through them before combat is over?
Yeah, you got a fair point. We will handle this later. Just know that there is a fuck ton of handouts, and I'm going to be slowly posting them in the library.
Stuffed all this crap in the pockets of my coat. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah. Yes, you have a bunch of this. Okay, and then you're just stuffing your pockets. You're finding all these papers. As you're doing this, you notice that Bennett was carrying a briefcase with him, and it was ripped wide open, and there was nothing in it. And then that's when we get to Toprock. You're currently on the fire escape with the rest of the company. The roof is about 3 steps away. You can make 2 steps upward.
Or cast a spell.
You have that choice. The cosmic wave would be a good idea, but it does come with some risks.
Wouldn't that knock him off the roof, though?
Who knows?
Can always knock him towards the building.
I mean, we already have 2 people knocked out. We can
kill the last one.
Yeah. I'm
You
sure.
fucking psychopath.
No. Oh shit! I again forgot to open the document. Do.
Cosmic wave.
Oh. All right. Let me wait till Word to open. Luckily, we started early. One day I'll be prepared. Insert some elevator music.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. I know it's a bit late, but
Aww.
let's see.
All right. Cosmic waves. 1d70. How many feet is he away from me?
He is a solid, 20 feet above you.
20 feet. That's not. I mean, even if I put 1 magic point into it, that would hit him. Why is it so long?
So you put.
I'll put
Just say how
3
many magic
into
points you want
it.
to put in there. Okay, 3 magic points.
3 mana points.
All right, so that's 3 times 2. So that is roll 6 d10s.
Yep.
Okay, the strength stat of the spell is 39. There is a roll off. I will just quickly handle this. Okay, you pass at what would probably, yes, that is an extreme success for you, versus he has to make a constitution check, versus what would be basically a fumble. So, yes, you push him, he's knocked out up there. There is a consequence, though, because this is a big cosmic wave of energy you've released from yourself. By the way, remember, Toprak, you take half sanity damage for things, given your history with the mythos. I want to give you that reminder.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll make the 2. Yeah.
All right. But here's the catch. Because you did this cosmic wave that expels forth as you clap your hands, the wave knocks him out at the top of the fire escape, but it shakes the structure as well. So I'm not going to ask.
Oh, no.
It's not a save or die, but I would like dexterity from folks.
Ah. Here I am drawing my gun.
No problem.
I'm too powerful for my own sake.
Yeah, I'm safe.
I think you're all good.
Toprak is steady as fuck.
Toprak just he knows what to do. And you shoot this spell, and I would like to say that initiative is over. He has been knocked out. You have a chance to investigate this.
Mm.
And
Charlotte will continue up and fetch the body.
you go up.
Yeah.
And since you have time to investigate everything, I would like everybody to make listen checks, but I am going to start uploading all of the files since you're able to search all the bodies.
Okay.
That's a success.
Listen check.
That's even a hard success, not extreme.
That's just a success on me.
You hear police sirens in the distance. You don't have much time.
What do I get for this?
Okay.
Toprak doesn't hear shit.
No. I blocked my own ears out, I think.
That's a fumble.
How do you fumble listening?
I don't know. I'm very curious.
Toprak's like, no, that's not the cops. That's an ambulance.
That's a... Oh. It sounds like Nash has just given up.
And also, you have a brief moment to also, Clara, you're able to see what the pattern is that's engraved on Bennett's head.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a real good, horrible close look at that.
No symbol you've seen before.
Oh. Is it worth trying to... No, it's not worth trying to, doodle it on.
I mean, it's a rather quick doodle.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know how you fumble
I-
listen
I-
check, but
I-
I'm not
I
going to do
even did
anything weird with that one. And that's all the handouts I've got. Oh wait, no, it's not. I still have 2 more. My bad.
Hey, Museum, I give it.
There's also
But
this
wait.
booklet one of them was carrying. Another one had a journal, but you're going to have to take time to read that. I'm not going to post that in the library since that's a separate handout for its own reason. And this newspaper clipping.
And the auction booklet, right?
Yeah, and this auction booklet.
I'm just opening everything at the moment.
Meanwhile, Madeline, who was here for this whole thing, just like the moment she saw this, was like, "This is out of my league," and just like ran down the stairs, I suppose, and called the cops.
Hey,
God damn it.
Madeline, why'd you call the cops?
Why do you mind that they called the cops? I mean, we caught the guys that did it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
and we didn't kill them.
Oh. Folds up gun. I don't know what this can do.
Eventually, you start hearing footsteps coming up the stairs.
Charlie does actually, before that, want to... one, he wants to close Bennett's eyes if they're open.
You do.
And 2, he is very quickly going to rifle through Bennett's pockets just because there could be something there.
Right through them doesn't reveal anything.
Okay. Well, that's all. It sounds like I have time for.
His eyes are closed. Your friend just... Oh boy. You now have a little bit of time to process this before the police fully arrive on the scene.
I'm gonna avenge you, promise, don't you worry. And rest now. Good sleep. The Charlie will just sort of be standing over the body.
Clara, what are you doing?
She's just square in the middle of the room at an absolute loss for what to do, say. She's not even moving. She's just standing absolutely just rooted to the spot.
Then, Toprak?
I don't know anymore.
And Lewis?
Lewis is just... Now that everything's calmed down, it's really hit him what's happened. He's just sort of sitting outside the room, just sort of staring off into nothingness.
As you're sitting outside the room, Lewis, this woman in a dressing gown steps out from her hotel room, and she looks around and says, "Is everything okay? I called the cops earlier. I heard a scream come from the room next door. Is everything all right?"
Frankly, miss, it's not. I would not recommend looking in there. Let's just wait till the cops arrive.
Do you know him?
Yes.
I did as well. And so, it's just Lewis who's talking to this, but you hear it since the door is open. But this is just like a, private conversation between those two. It's not hard to overhear.
Charlie is gonna try and pull himself away to go and have a talk with this woman.
Forgive me, sir. Hello?
What did you hear before you called?
I just heard a "Who are you?" followed by a scream. I feared for my life, so I stayed in the room and called the police. I didn't want to look at it. I was a bit scared.
Well, something awfully scary just happened. So if there's anything at all you can't remember, it could be a question of life and death.
Just said, "Who are you?" And he. I think I think yes. Somebody said something about we're part of Adam's gang. I think.
Adams.
Yes.
I'll of course psychology this just to be sure. Does she seem unnaturally calm or like she's trying to pull a fast one? Was she in on it?
Go right ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give you a whole bunch.
I read her like an open book.
She's this very shy woman, but in general, like, I mean, she's young. She's like 20 something. But she sits and just thinks to herself, and like she's very much trying to remain calm, but she's panicking. She believes what she heard is correct. But again, the walls were muffled for her, so it's kind of I think that's what I heard, but there is no sense of dishonesty in her. She isn't trying to trick you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you do hear anything else, would you mind getting in touch with us?
Certainly. What's your name?
I'm Charlie Sweet. You can reach the organization I work with this number. And he hands out a sort of card for the trust.
Oh yes, Bennett mentioned you. I was supporting his little project actually. I didn't have much, but well, he told me about it, and I thought, well, why not?
That's good thinking. The cops will arrive here any moment. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Yes. Thank you, Charlie. And
he nods and returns back.
The cops arrive. They have charged up the stairs, and it's like, all right, what do we have going on here? Name's Lieutenant Martin Poole, Homicide Division. What seems to be happening? Do you want a portrait of Martin?
Sure, why not?
Yes. Let me give you your first portrait for the day. Of course, I had to close my my. Oh, nope, there it is. I just shrunk it. Nice. Elemento key. Then Martin Poole, homicide. What happened here?
Obviously, there's been a murder.
What's up to you tonight?
Let's see. Yes, and you're all witnesses, I assume?
Yes, we were invited by telegraph to this location.
All right.
I'll show him the message he got.
All right. You know the deceased?
Yes, we do.
And you think these are the assailants?
Yes.
We
Yes.
caught them red-handed, as it were.
All right. Since there's 4 of you to corroborate the story, I'm going to ask you all to come down to the station. Can I please get all of your names for the record, please?
Charlie Sweet.
Newsome.
Toplak Dimir.
You, ma'am?
I'm Clara.
Pleased to meet you, Clara. And Excuse me, who are you, ma'am? Yes, I was the one who placed the call. My name is Suzusa. Suzusa, no, full name. You just have one name. Yes.
Suzusa.
True believers will know this from Horror on the Orient Express. All right. I'm going to ask you all to come down to the station. I'll take you escort. We will put these men behind bars real quick and see what we can get out of them. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just again, please try to cooperate. We will bring you coffee, tea, whatever you need at the station. Come with me. Does anyone want to say they don't want to go to the police station?
I don't
Well,
particularly.
Clara doesn't want to, but she knows she has to. So she's just gonna comply. She's not happy about it, but she'll comply.
I mean, Charlie is a firm believer in the mechanisms of law enforcement. Come along. Probably mentioned a few times that he is a Pinkerton as well, or has been.
Just leave it in charge of us. The NYPD has this covered. Bringing you all down to the station, he decides to interview all of you as a group rather than as individuals, since you were all at the scene of the crime. I'll make this and you arrive at the police station. They bring you into like a nice little room. They bring you warm drinks if you want them. It's been a cold, harsh evening. All right, I'm just going to ask a couple of questions for the sake of this. When did you arrive in New York?
Been here all my life.
Okay, so native citizen. You?
Yesterday.
Just yesterday. Let's see. You, sir?
Yesterday as well. I'm sure we can show them our tickets, or if we still
yes.
have them.
If I can...
we came here together.
Yes, if you just arrived in from a boat. Can I see your passport, Mr. Demir and Mr. Sweet?
Sure thing.
Charlie holds it out.
All seems to be in order. All right, no need to go to the embassy with this. Let's see, Clara, Miss Manning, when did you arrive?
Yesterday, same as them.
Right, and Miss Suzusa, 1 year ago. Immigrated. That's fine. Now tell me, does the name Hilton Adams mean anything to you?
Should it?
Yeah, should it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Suzusa, I heard the mention of a man named Adams, but I didn't know. All right, so the rest of you haven't heard about a Hilton Adams? Not at all? Okay, interesting. Write this down. Actually, I would like for Lewis to roll luck.
Oh, okay. That's
because you're a native New Yorker. You might know something about this.
Okay. That's nope, that's not pass.
The name sounds familiar. Maybe there was a news story about him, but you can't remember it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Okay. Tell me, what was when did Bennett arrive in New York? If you have this information.
I don't know.
I think we all assume today.
All right. Where has he been?
All over the place.
No, of course.
Have you read his book, Man's Traveler?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with his works.
I'd be happy to lend you one copy.
All right. And then he just asked one last question. When you walked in onto the scene of the crime, what did you see?
There was I believe it was one or two of them standing over fence. One by the door. He was dead when we walked in.
One of those fuckers carving into his skull, while another fucker tried to escape, and a third fucker tried to fuck us.
All right, I think this is very straightforward. All right. You see, we've been dealing with this one Hilton Adams. He's been the leader of what has seemed to be a series of murders / kidnappings. We believe that he is very much guilty of this crime. What's odd is that he's behind bars, but we think that his gang was still operating without him, so clearly he must be connected to the murders. All right, that's all we need. Thank you for your time.
What's the name of his gang?
They just call themselves the Adams Gang. I say that's a very... I take this as a very much a simple case of the matter. All right, off you go. Stay out of trouble.
Always, officer.
It's late at night as he dismisses you. Unless you want to do something super late at night, there's not really much you can do right now. It's about midnight on a Wednesday.
We could make up a plan.
We could have a little bit of a chat before we sleep, and then we get going early in the morning.
Yes.
What's the plan?
Suzusa
goes back to her hotel room.
Yes.
I assume we go over all of the handouts at this point.
Yes, talk out the handouts for a little while. You have some time.
Oh, you grab stuff?
There's one interesting one about the Harvard University library, about the book Bennett asked for. It doesn't say which book it was, but you could ask about it.
Massachusetts is a small day trip.
Miriam Arkwright seems like an interesting film.
Just to make this clear, Nash, the mysterious Nefertiti article, that one is referring to a play in Berlin, right, and not in New York.
Yes, Berlin wide.
Just wanted to make sure. Because the mysterious author in that article is clearly Bennett.
Looking at this ticket. How damn old is this thing? Yellowed.
Some fancy yellow paper, but apparently he picked it. He picked this up. Well, you're not sure. You'd have to go look around to figure out when this was.
Yeah. Like, it seems like a ticket that he would be in too. So.
Could ask about it back in Arkham. See, the guy works at the Miskatonic.
This was at New York University. Wait.
I may be looking at a different handout, my bad.
Wait.
You're both.
I think we're looking at the same one, reading different aspects of it.
Okay. I'm looking at the one that says tonight only the Cult of Darkness. You?
Yeah, same.
Hey!
Ugh.
Anthony
Easy enough
Cowles
downtown.
of Miskatonic at New York University.
He's of the University of Sydney.
What?
The other guy. This Loxley guy. There's two names. There we go.
Loxley.
Uncrop that little wire.
Yeah. This could be less confusing. I thought that was describing him also. He's a Loxley fellow.
Nope.
No, I guess that's the guy.
Loxley Fellow was
I
a
assumed
name.
his name.
No.
What is his name? Oh,
I mean, make
don't make me laugh. I meant to be really, really sad.
The fellow of Loxley. Yes, it's epic guy. So yeah, I guess we could look for him at Miskatonic. Suppose we could straight up ask, go to New York University if we had to. Be like, when was this? All of this.
I think the best thing to do in these situations, if I may give my advice, is to
I'm writing a list.
pick what names or locations stand out to you and go investigate those. There are some that you'll have to travel to go do, so you're gonna want to wait on those. But
Yeah,
if you want to go to Boston and Arkham, that's a day's journey from New York, but you could do it.
Yeah. Maybe we should save this shit here. What? Roaming over stuff, my eyes catch the business card. Emerson Imports. What? I'm trying to piece together what all these have to do with each other.
Because this is something that would be in Lewis's warehouse. Please roll education.
Ooh. Oh. Nope.
Nope. They're definitely one of the harbor companies. You just haven't worked for them personally.
Yeah.
This cult of darkness thing, does anyone know when that happened?
Doesn't say.
I wouldn't know.
Mhm.
It might be worth checking if this Anthony Cowles is still in. Or
Could
whether
be.
he has moved on to Sydney or Miskatonic.
Tyler Cowain. What?
Just out of curiosity, what telephone number are you referring to?
I think he's talking about the one for
The
imports.
telephone number on the Emerson import.
Oh, that's not a phone number. That is an address. Oh wait, no.
Why
this
does
is
it
a
say telephone? then?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, you could call the telephone number. I have looked over these handouts, God knows how many times, and I'm like, there are still things even I sometimes notice about them that I didn't see before.
Telephone. That's not a telephone.
That's a telephone.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if people to learn that it's like, oh no, actually, in America during the 1920s, when people wrote telephone followed by a series of numbers, that meant the address in which the telephone lives.
I'm more confused by the fact that it says "ha 639000." That's not an American phone number. That's what was throwing me off.
No, it's an abbreviation. It's just something one. I don't know.
Right, because we used to have like different telephone number schemes back in the olden days.
I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, you could try giving it a call. It's a bit late at night, but you could try.
Wait, how late is it?
It's like midnight.
Oh.
Which, by the way,
I-
Clara, mark the calendar.
Oh, hello.
Oh no.
We have begun.
Yep.
Dun dun.
The 14th is
Day 1. Done. That's my job, everybody.
I'm doing it as well. We're just checking each other's work is the idea.
Oh, that's good. That's
Okay. So.
Is 10 Lantern Street in New York?
No.
Okay.
There's no 10 Lantern Street. You can easily consult a local map that your hotel room provides you, and nope.
I mean, yeah, that ain't a thing.
So, it looks to me like Amazon import. Possibly this Professor Anthony Cowell are the main leads we can follow up here. Not to mention this Adams fellows.
Sounds like
I
a great
suppose
place to
nothing
start.
stops us from calling Miss Arkwright tomorrow.
the place to begin is any place, I guess.
I think I've heard of Emerson, but like haven't worked for them myself. Probably ask some people about what they do. I need to. Like, obviously, it's an imports company, but why is it here? Like, in that room, I mean.
Maybe see if you can find this Silas and Horn.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, maybe see if you can find the phone book.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the phone book. Good idea.
Opening the phone book. Well, first of all, finding Emerson Imports isn't too difficult. You know, you can find the guy. You can find that pretty easily. No, the question is more regarding Silas Nkwane.
Mm-hmm.
And the name does show up, but it seems to be it's a personal phone number.
Mm-hmm. So we got two numbers here. We got this person. We got Simon and Emerson.
I mean, that's not really a mystery, though. The one could easily be the company he works at, and the other his personal number.
It could.
That's
Just
not
want to call them up, I guess.
I will just briefly say, Charlie, you would know that this looks like Bennett's handwriting. The thing on the back of the business card.
Okay. I expect in that case that the first of the handout, the Cairo, Egypt, is not him.
That is not his handwriting.
Yeah.
I suppose Silas lives in New York as
well. It is a fair assumption.
They were in the phone book.
If we found his name in the phone book, I expect that he is in New York.
Yeah, he lives in New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then there's, of course, this auction thing.
Yeah, this whole packet.
Clara, make an education roll.
Yep. That passes, but on normal.
That's fine enough. Both your knowledge as an antiquarian and Jack's ramblings about a time in Vienna briefly reveal that Haus Augsburg is an auction house that sells, like, you know, occult-ish artifacts. It's a very exclusive thing you can go to. This catalog is dated for the next couple. There's going to be a auction coming up in You know, like this is like their catalog from a few months back, but it's rare that they sell everything in the catalog.
Yeah.
In addition, it's in Vienna, Austria.
Austria.
Yeah.
Bearing.
So, yeah. Late.
So what are we doing tomorrow?
If you really want to, it currently it seems that this invoice might be one of the best things. You said this was his handwriting, so perhaps call the number, be like, did he know Bennett, I guess?
Yeah. Start with what's within immediate reach and go from there, I think.
Yeah.
I'm interested in why these Adams would be after him. Well,
Really interesting, but give him a call in the morning, see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, we can start with giving Silas a call and go from
Let us see when the morning comes. A brief wake up sometime later. But when you wake up in the morning, the thing that greets you is you don't call someone calls you in your hotel room.
And whomst does they call?
Well, who
Yes.
picks it up?
Oh, it's just in the room.
I'll get it.
Wait, we shared a room? What?
I assume some of you
Nice.
like they're calling room by room. One of you picks up first. I don't care which one. I just want to know. Who would like
I'll
to
take
talk?
one team.
All right.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'm sure you might, right?
So, Clara, you received this call, and hello, is this is this Toprak Demir? Is this Charlie, Clara, Lewis? I don't know your names.
Yep. It's Clara. You got one of us.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hello. Yes. My name is Carlton Ramsey. I'm Bennett's lawyer. I heard the tragic news.
Yes.
Yes, I've just informed his publishers. I'm very much having to process all this myself. I've been his friend and partner and business partner for a long time, but that's formalities. I just called to let you know that that if anybody can lend a hand, I'm arranging the funeral right now as the executor of his estate and as the executor of his estate, and I could use some help just arranging things at some point. If you could come by my office at some point in the day.
Sure. I'll pass the message along to my friends. Where are you based? Where do we find you?
Yes, I am located in Harlem on 124th Street and Lenox Avenue.
Lenox Avenue. Okay.
Fun fact, it's
Thank
actually
you
marked on
very
your map
much.
of Harlem.
Cool. That's even better. I haven't got to remember the address. Okay.
Yep.
We'll probably all be along, knowing us. We travel in a group.
Yes. I'm calling up as many as I can. Do alert any other friends or family he might have. Well, not family, but any friends he might have made that you know of. Please tell them the news. He's trying to hold back the tears and remain professional.
Same. It's fine.
His eyes just keep, like you can feel his voice tremble. You can feel the shakes in his hand.
That's gonna set Clara off too. That's gonna be a mutual professional crying fest. Yep, we'll as many people as we can find.
Have a good day, Miss Manning.
And you.
He hangs up.
Right. Let's pass that on. Start knocking on doors.
All right. You wake up the others. Mostly Charlie and Toprak, who are in the same who have a hotel room. Lewis, I assume, is at his house, but was coming over to the hotel in the morning.
Probably.
It's his small apartment somewhere in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to swing by there later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Took the bus.
But I think we should be calling at least Silas and Art, right?
Yeah. Let's make a start. Shall we?
All right.
Yeah.
Who would you like to call first?
Well, Charlie's not going to be calling any academics, so someone else can do Art, right? I can do Silas if you want.
Toprak, I think this is going to be your domain as a professor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
All right. Calling Miriam at right takes a little bit. Again, this is the 1920s. Setting up a phone call takes time, especially when you're doing long distance. But Miriam, but eventually you get to the Harvard front desk. The Harvard says, yes, we'll hook you up to Miriam at right. At right then gets on the phone. It would technically be a long distance call. Out of state would qualify for that.
Okay.
That's how that works?
Yeah. Even the next town over took like some time. Because you have to go through manual switchboards. But eventually Miriam says, yes, hello?
Ah, good day. Speaking with Professor Toprak Demir, I was calling you because of a book my colleague Bennett asked about.
Yes. Yeah, he asked about that book. Has he returned from his travels?
Oh, Lord, what do I say?
You could say he has tragically passed, unfortunately, or...
I'm afraid to say that, yeah. Bennett has passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's a shame. My deepest condolences.
Thank you very much. We're just wrapping things up, and we came across a message from you.
The letter I sent. I'm glad he picked it up from his publishers. Yes. You see, I was looking into that book you wanted. Africa's Dark Secrets. Or Dark Sects. Sorry, not secrets. Africa's Dark Sects. Well, the problem is that I was trying to find it, and we have that book in our library. It's just that it disappeared under mysterious, like nobody knows what happened to it. No record in the library shows it being checked out recently. Not even many years ago. It just was stolen, we think.
Oh.
I was willing to do like a thorough search of the library when he returned, but I couldn't find it.
Okay. Yes, I see. Do you happen to know any other libraries that might have that book?
Book. There was only a few copies made. It was mad dribblings, according to some. We kept a copy of it because it was a first printing. It was valuable, but not many copies exist. It's an old book.
Yes, I see. Alright, I think that will be all. Thank you very much for helping.
Indeed. Let me know if I can be of... speaking as his friend, when's the funeral?
We haven't made arrangements yet, but I will call you when time comes.
Yes, thank you. She hangs up.
Alright. I did get the title of the book, but I don't have it. It's disappeared with mysterious circumstances.
What's the name of it?
Dark Sects of America.
Africa.
Right, Nash?
Africa's
What?
Dark Sects.
Africa's Dark Sects. Alright.
We'll have to keep our eyes open.
And so, do you want to call Silas or Emerson Imports? They're two different phone numbers.
How do you feel, Lulu?
Are you or I gonna do the call?
I can probably make the call if you want.
To who?
It's up to you, mate.
So I think we just should go with a direct number, I guess.
I'd say go for the direct number. Try that one.
All right. Let's try that one.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
You call. This is a local phone number in New York, so the time doesn't take too long to hook up the call. The phone number rings and it's like, yes, Silas and Kwane.
Yes, says. I must ask, did you know of
Bennett?
Wait, yeah, Bennett, sorry.
I
That's me being dumb out of game, sorry.
No worries. He takes him up, like, Bennett. No, I don't know a Bennett.
Interesting, so yeah, he passed recently is
He sometimes went by the name of...
so sorry, what? Give me a moment. Charlie, what?
He sometimes went by the name of Jackson. Ask that one as well.
Did you know a man by the name of Jackson in that case?
Jackson. No, I know a lot of Jacksons, but I mean, like, I wouldn't be certain like which one.
I believe it was Jackson Elias, yes?
Nope, never heard of him.
Sorry about that then, yeah. He passed recently and left your name with us.
Oh, well, that's quite interesting indeed. I wouldn't know why.
I'm gonna try that psychology.
Or
Is he lying? Maybe I should let y'all do this instead.
No, you're okay.
let's go for it.
Do I spend a lot of luck to make this pass?
Siri, roll a D100.
What?
Sorry, I'm rolling off screen. Oh, shit.
Oh.
No, I didn't need you to say it, Siri. Jesus. I don't have my dice with me.
So much for a secret roll.
53. Tell me.
Let's spend too much luck to make this pass. Screw it.
Psychology reveals that he's genuinely clueless. Like, he's never heard of this man before. Like, he's never met this man. He may have heard of Bennett because of the books, perhaps. Like you notice that, like, he kind of recognizes the name slightly. But no, you have no clue. But yeah, he's never met the man, and so far he's been telling the truth.
Alright, I suppose. Thank you then for your time, I suppose. Yeah.
Sure.
I must wonder why he left your He left it on the back of a. By perchance, you work with Emerson Imports?
Oh, yes. I import African art for my gallery through them.
Ah, I see.
I'm a collector of art, you see.
I believe he may have found our connection then. He was also a
Oh, yes.
He was also that sort of thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's where I've heard of him before. Yes, I've read his books.
Lovely.
You find out about this when you work in my line of work. You deal with with fancy artworks like that all the time.
Okay.
Please, if you ever feel inclined, stop by the Juju House on. I forget.
The Juju House.
Yes, the Juju House.
The Juju House.
I think we may. It'd be interesting to speak with you more on this topic. Figure out how he knew you specifically.
Indeed, it would be interesting.
Would you prefer if you stop by any specific time of the day, or just
during business hours?
Okay. Suppose you'll probably see you then. Just speak more.
All
right. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good day. Yeah.
Oh, there's your.
Relay this back to.
Yep.
Relay back to the others. It's interesting. He doesn't. He didn't directly know him, but he read the books, and he works at his place called the Juju House. Where, through Amazon Imports, he gets African artwork. It seems so.
Sounds silly.
He offered us to stop by during work hours. We can speak more in person, he said, if we wish.
Guess we could always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Think we should probably go about seeing Bennett's lawyer first, though.
Yes, first. That's a good idea.
That taken care of.
Not only does the man deserve it, but it seems to be the most compelling lead we have at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's the most pressing thing.
Indeed, maybe he knows if someone was threatening Price as well.
Yeah.
Let's go. Top in.
Mm-hmm.
You're driving.
Oh God.
That's
Yeah,
not a stress.
Driving in New York is a lot easier since you're taking your time, and it's not far from the hotel you're staying at. It's about midday when you arrive at Carlton Ramsey's firm. You show up. You walk into his office, and he's just frantically preparing everything. He's going through all that he can do, and it's just, oh, thank goodness, others have arrived.
Yes.
Pleased to meet all of you again. Carlton Ramsey.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. Again, thank you so much for helping me out here. It means the world to me that you would come for the sake of a dear friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Price was one of the most important people in my life. Also, help out.
Oh.
Indeed. All right, I've been going through all the arrangements. According to the mortician, we're gonna have to do the funeral tomorrow because of the state that the body is in, but it is presentable enough as is.
Yeah.
It's just, oh God. It's just that.
Yeah.
Indeed, and especially since this has become very much a public thing as well. Did you read today's paper?
No, I
haven't
can't
had the
say I
time.
did.
Take a look.
Oh no. I fear.
I don't read a newspaper on principle.
Ooh. Yeah, that is a something. Put it straight out there.
Dear.
It would appear that the police have trusted reporters they feed stories to. This isn't unheard of.
Can you do? Just
This Rebecca Schilsenberg sounds like someone we should be talking to.
She's a decent reporter, yes. Works for the Times.
Excellent.
What is
Write that down, Lulu.
it's one of my recorder.
If you can invite as many people as you can to the funeral, that would mean a lot. I mean, Bennett has had the privilege of knowing many of you through the trust, and as the executor of the executor of his estate, I must ensure that everything is delivered to the letter. If you have time, just please do that. You can use my phone right now if you need to.
Is there anything else you need us doing?
Well, I mean, executor. It is a legal term.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
I keep mispronouncing it executor too. Don't worry.
Oh my.
Also, if you're curious, Sing Sing is one of the most high security prisons in the States.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with it.
you're good.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Musical.
Yes.
Oh.
That's why if you hear the phrase "in a Sing Sing cell," it's a terrifying phrase in American culture.
I've never heard that phrase.
Thank you
Listen to
for
Hades Town.
educating me.
That's
Of course, Hades.
Yeah, exactly. Now you know.
Anyhow.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Again, personally, I'm still not exactly sure how to organize the wake here. I've basically been looking into places. If you could check to see if Fat Maybelline's is open for like a giant, is open to having a bunch of people just come in tomorrow night, that would be appreciated. But that was one of his favorite clubs.
Oh.
Lewis, you've been there.
Oh, good.
You went there when Bennett asked you to meet up before you went to Arkham.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Anastasia.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I can do that. Yeah.
Yes,
Good
thank you very
times.
much. All right, that's all I have to say on the matter. Oh, one more thing. I've contacted the publishing house. If you, they would like to speak with you at some point since they've never gotten the chance to meet you. Prospero Publishing.
Okay.
Of
I suppose. Not sure why, but
Well, they are his publishers after all.
I mean, why they want to meet us, but I see. Yeah.
He's mentioned you in passing, I think.
Okay.
Last major thing I must mention. While I am busy executing the funeral Friday, I should be able to pencil you in on the 17th for the reading of the will.
Okay.
I do humbly request that you attend, but it is not mandatory.
I'm sure we will.
I'll be there.
All right. Good luck. And
before we set to calling, could I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts about who might have done this?
No clue. I'm simply his lawyer. I don't participate in his research. I've merely been there to help him negotiate contracts with his publisher and make sure his estate is managed whenever he's away.
He didn't voice any concerns to you as his lawyer lately.
Well, I haven't seen him for a year, mind you. But right before he departed for his expedition, as he called it, 1 year ago, last January, he said to me something along the lines he wanted to make sure that he updated his will. He filled it out, and knowing it was going to be dangerous. In addition, he gave me special instructions to read to you something upon, to deliver to you in case he died. But that is only going to happen but that will be executed when the reading of the will officially happens. Always did have a flair for the dramatic, I suppose.
Yes.
Very well. Let's go make some calls.
Yep.
So you don't have to roleplay these out if you don't want to, but if you want to invite any NPCs who you think can attend the funeral, like, go right ahead. If you want to right now, or if you want to go call and talk to some folks around New York who you need to do, or running other favors, now's your chance.
I'm gonna say I assume we get this to the Egyptian cafe, invite them.
Yeah, the Egyptian club, definitely.
Let's see. Armitage picks up and goes, "Yes, we will all be down there, we will all travel down to New York immediately."
Good.
Oh.
Armitage is is alarmed and concerned and is going to be on his way. He'll bring as many as he can.
Both Rama and Nana are too far away.
Well, Nana's actually at Miskatonic right now.
Oh yeah, well,
Rama's too far.
Armitage to bring her along.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I thought that I thought that didn't need to even be mentioned.
Yeah. Someone call up the club, ask to tell them about. They're probably gonna get an influx of people somehow.
We was it you talked to Fat Maybelline herself, and the owner, and she says, "Well, gonna be a tight fit, but you could make it. Again, tight squeeze.
Sure.
I'm hoping that I hope you don't mind a slightly more peppy act, though.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
She's about to make her big break. I think she's gonna have a lot of potential ahead of her.
I'm sure it'll be lovely to see.
Yes. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Okay, there's a club reserved, or at least announced. See.
Clara, you want to make that call?
Yeah. Just pass on all the relevant. Yeah.
What? Yeah, the case can wait. I'm coming down there immediately.
Okay. Okay. We appreciate that a lot.
I'll spend as much time as I can. You be safe, Clara. Okay, I don't want you getting hurt.
Me? No, I'm fine. Mostly.
All right. Be strong, okay? He's trying to hold back any sort of, he's trying to be strong in this moment. I'll be there. I'll be there soon.
One more person gets emotional at me over a phone line, and I'm gonna lose it. That's a side note. Everyone keeps getting emotional when they talk to me, and I can't handle it any longer.
Who else? Do you want to call Mr. Corbett?
Sure.
Yeah. As many people as possible, they say.
Everybody!
Mr. Corbett, on the other end of the line, is just like, unfortunately, my basically house arrest right now won't let me travel down to New York, but it is indeed horrible news to hear this. I do appreciate your invitation, though, and I thank you very much for informing me of this.
No problem.
You take care, Clara, and If they'll let me, I'll attend to your house.
That I would really appreciate that. I think I'm going to be gone a while.
Take all the time you need.
Don't forget to feed my fish.
I won't.
Thank you.
As long as they keep an eye on me, I'm sure I can work out something.
Oh, I trust.
There is
I trust you.
The trust would know that Odette and another member of the trust, Praheet Singh, are currently busy in Berlin with some special work going on.
With Nazis.
Yeah.
Odette
punching Nazis.
Odette punching the future fascists and figuring out what the hell the Baron is trying to sue you for.
Yeah. It is not my fault.
It's not your fault.
So we probably do call up Arkwright again, and I think it's worth checking if Anthony Cowles is still in New York.
Call up, or even go to the University of New York if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, we're calling everyone else.
Yeah.
You can call
Call ahead.
them as well.
You call them up. Hello, University of New York.
Hello. Is Professor Crowell still with you?
Oh, no. He went back up to Arkham just this morning.
Of course he did. Thank you.
No problem. Can I help you with anything else?
Do you have the book? One moment. Africa's Dark Sects.
I'd have to connect you to our librarian.
Yes, please.
Patches you in. Yes, hello?
Hello.
This is I don't have names prepared for these people. This is the University Research Library. How may I help you?
Greetings. I was wondering if you might have Africa's Dark Sect.
Let me do the quick search. 30 minutes later. I'm afraid we don't have that book in our catalog. Sorry, sir.
Could you order it?
You hear a slight chuckle on the other end. Sir, I am vaguely aware of the book you are speaking of, and unfortunately, it is one, out of print, and two, would take several months for it to arrive at the university. Are you even a student at the university, sir?
I thought it was obvious that I wasn't.
Exactly. I am afraid I cannot place such an order. We are not a public library.
It's fine. I hope you have a good day, Susan.
Yes, you too. Hang up.
Yeah. We'll have to call up, I suppose, the Miskatonic again.
Yeah, calling into Miskatonic.
Yeah, tell Armitage we want to talk with this guy. If he could drop us a line when he arrives.
Yes, after I come back up from the feud. Yes, I'm almost ready to get going. Please move my clothes to the. Yes, I will be. I can set up an appointment with you, maybe a phone call to fully set up. This will take a little bit, though. Seeing as how he's very much a very cutting edge academic, but I'll see what he can do for you.
That's fine, thank you.
See you at the funeral.
I'll see you soon. Right, so what do we do now?
Well, about what time would it be by now?
You've spent like a few hours doing this, so it's about it's a little late in the afternoon, but you got some time left before night comes.
I wonder if that place is still open. We could possibly head there today if we wanted to. The Juju House.
We said business
Could do.
hours, didn't we?
I have no clue what their business hours are.
Business hours end at 5.
Oh,
What time is it?
Art gallery. Don't forget that.
I mean, it's worth a try. Turn
Yeah.
up on the doorstep, and the worst they can do is tell us to go away. I
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, let's leave
If you
it
wanna.
a look then.
What was that?
I'm sure this Celeste fellow will be willing to maybe even chat, being the topic of the phone call.
Let's see. Arriving there takes a little bit of time. You have to go to 137th Street. But it's in Harlem. Doesn't take much time. Driving around, though, you get a little bit lost at first to figure out how you get in there. Because on 138th Street, there's like this abandoned storefront on one side where you think the building was supposed to be according to the directory. But eventually you travel around and you see a sign pointing into an alleyway that says Juju House this way.
Oh boy, that's some back alley topics. Quite literally. Yeah.
Charming.
Indeed it is.
I'm sure.
It's like a cobblestone alleyway at the bottom of the thing. You go in?
Yeah.
I'm so
No,
good.
we turn around. Go home.
Yeah,
we
we
go.
Decision. I mean, it is an alleyway. Who knows what could happen down there?
No, we go in.
All right.
We go in.
Well, walking down the alleyway, there's you're walking in between apartment buildings, and eventually you find the door for the Juju House, along with this other abandoned building that's next door to it. The door, it's still open. Being an art gallery, they go a little bit late since you can just walk in and look at things.
Nice.
Ooh, art.
Walking in, it's
Yes.
certainly interesting. It's a very nice little quaint shop. And he goes, then you see this this slightly older looking man, Silas Nkwame, and he's let me just pull out his portrait. Let's see, Nkwane Silas. He's very old, very rough looking. Ah, yes. Welcome to the Juju House. Take a look around, see what interests you.
Is that hello?
He's standing at a little counter, filled with little tiny bits of jewelry and knickknacks you could buy. He has a door behind him which looks to lead to a back room.
You got anything to do with the Carlisle expedition?
Oh.
That's a very random question. No.
Yeah, I must say that is I suppose approach hello, Mr. Silas.
Young
It's
and I was talking to on the phone earlier.
yes, I am.
Yes, pleased to meet you.
You as well. It is not clear by the companionship. This is my companions, I suppose you call them.
Yes. Pleased to meet all of you. Please, if you have any questions about your friend, I am free to answer, but I'm not sure how much help I could be.
Any help is plenty.
But again, sir, no, I don't have anything in the shop relating to, I'm sorry, the Carlisle expedition. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Then it's no matter.
Yes, all right. Well, if you have anything you wish to, to ask me about, or any items that look of interest, feel free to ask. But otherwise, you can take your time.
Thank you. No, I'll
I'm
poke
gonna-
around a bit.
Take a look around completely without my usual level of enthusiasm for this kind of thing, but I'm looking anyway.
Yes, you see masks, daggers, African throwing axes, and with that, I just want everyone to make luck rolls. No, group luck roll. Who has the lowest luck?
That's probably me now.
What's your luck at?
47.
22.
Give me that luck roll.
That's you. I tried to save you. It wasn't enough.
No.
Oh.
Not gonna give it to you. Not just going to give it to you.
Oh.
But yeah, African throwing axes, knives, very fancy, very intricate jewelry of goldsmithing.
Does it seem authentic?
Oh yes, these are all very much legitimate. I mean, Clara could try to check, but
I could. I was about to ask you actually. Do I feel anything? Is anything
I'll
drawing
let you
me?
make a sense in the room. If you want to use psychometry or an appraise check, if you want to just check the item's validity.
I think psychometry to kind of feel the room, and then if I get pulled in a specific direction, I'll appraise whatever I find over there.
Go for it.
Combining my rolls now. Can I push?
Yeah.
Yay.
But he will notice
so
that
bad.
you are deliberately looking if you fumble or if you fail this.
That's fine. I'm looking with my eyes, not using hands. It's absolutely fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything shady. That's much better. Much better.
Yes. You're looking around. You're getting a good sense of everything that's around here. And spend 1d6 plus 4, please. Magic points.
That's it.
Yes. You're getting your feeling. You're just sensing the room right now. And you get this feeling of this is you feel that sort of a collective history of African tribes just kind of flowing through you. These are from all different cultures across the continent of sub-Saharan Africa. So you're feeling all these little personal stories of the artists and the knickknacks and all that. And then there's this foreboding energy coming from below you, kind of dark. You feel like a fear coming from below you.
Below me, below my feet?
Below
there's a
your
floor below?
feet. Yes.
Excuse me, sir, do you have it downstairs?
No.
Basement?
Afraid not.
Storing anything below the floorboards?
Again, no.
You can't just ask people these things.
I can do what I like. I'm socially awkward. I can get away with everything.
That's true. You could do the psychoanalysis.
Yeah,
Psychology.
That's how I got here. Right?
Not psychoanalysis, psychology, you mean.
Psychology.
Oh, right. But
aha.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Just slight difference.
If you don't go a whole session, without rolling psychology, you're doing it wrong. So.
True.
Ooh,
that
nice.
is. Ooh, I'm spending 1 point and making that a pass.
Finely tuned BS meter.
Finely tuned BS meter.
Is that not what he is?
He's covering up something. You don't know what, but there is a downstairs, and he's covering it up.
Oh, why couldn't this just be? Why couldn't he just say yes? Go and take a look. Okay, I'm making a mental note of that. Let's not do anything rash now, but we can come back to this.
Why not do anything rash now?
I don't
Do
want to do
nothing
something
rational.
rash now. No, you can't make me.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Mythos detective, go.
Mythos
Beep,
detective.
let's go.
Right. Okay.
She's yelling
She's
now.
just gonna kind of sigh in what looks like defeat, but she is forming a bit of a plan in her head.
Oh, should I?
Should you what?
I'm debating, like, just trying to, like, mythos detect him, maybe? I don't know the limits of how we can go with, like, I have it now.
I mean, you have it, but it's not going to be subtle.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whip that bad boy out in the middle
It's
of
a
the
beeper.
art gallery.
Middle of the art
I'm
gallery.
just gonna check if anything of this is radioactive. Don't mind me.
You're lucky that's a
Health
science
inspection.
Oh god, this
Just pull
piece
out
is
this massive
radioactive.
Geiger counter.
Yeah. It's not subtle at all. Do I?
No, it's
No,
not
I
worth
don't.
it.
I don't think it is. Excuse me, sir, but you know this might be radioactive. Lucky for you, I have this patented new device.
I mean, you could try to break in at some other point and then break it out.
That's what I'm thinking. That's likely the plan, but I'm not saying that out loud.
Yes. Again, is there anything I can do for you? Anything at all, please? I need to close up shop soon.
Sorry.
No. I think
Frankly,
that's
it's
about it.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for your
If
time.
you're ever interested in buying anything, please come back.
Of course.
Do. Guys. Psst.
What?
He's hiding something in his basement.
Oh.
There's a basement?
Yeah.
I didn't say so before. I could have threatened him, so he took us down there.
Yeah, but if that had backfired, we're not in a position where we can afford things to backfire in our faces, Charlie. We gotta be careful. And clever.
Why not?
What do you mean,
What
why
has
not? If
changed?
we get arrested, we can't help Bennett, can we?
I'm not getting arrested.
Yeah. What?
Good for you. What about the rest of us? I mean,
mean,
if
can
you want to
they
go
get-
in there,
Hiding something in the basement, chances are it's illegal to begin with. It's not gonna go running to the cops with.
But
I
Charlie,
mean, if you want to go in there, guns blazing and axe swinging, be my guest. But I don't think it'll help.
Okay.
but Charlie, imagine if there's more art down there. I want to see
So he
more art.
turns around.
Don't do it.
Oh, so I can't do that then.
Come back
So what you gonna do?
later.
Another day.
Break in.
If we really wanted to, we could also have a look at.
Why not today?
Yeah, today, but not right now. We need to wait till he leaves.
Good luck into it,
Obviously.
too.
Good God, man.
They're just doing this outside the shop.
I mean,
In
Probably.
hushed whispers.
no, I'm gonna let you just debate this out.
Okay.
Make the plan, and I'll tag along.
As I was saying, to wait till he leaves. Can't break into a place while it's being manned. It's just ridiculous.
Okay.
Or one of us makes a really, really good distraction, gets him talking, and the rest of us sneaks in.
Yeah. Possible. If we can get that church guy, he was loud. No.
He is also dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fell down the stairs, remember?
Ah, yes.
All right. Charlie,
Yeah.
as you're the one with the most experience doing things that are flat out illegal, how would you go about this?
Oh.
What?
That wasn't a burn, it was a statement of fact.
Wait, what?
Well, you seem to already have a plan. We break in there after he leaves.
Yeah.
I'm asking you for advice.
I think she wants your opinion.
Please?
Oh, and I said that I would threaten him to take us down there. But we can do it this way. It works too.
Oh.
I just feel like we're better off not turning people against us in a very obvious way. I could be wrong. This really isn't my wheelhouse.
We could always kill him.
Yeah.
No, I have seen enough death to last me a good long solid while. Very much.
Well, let's do it like this. Who takes first watch?
Better question, where
I'll
you
get
gonna
it.
watch from?
Okay.
Kind of round the corner a little bit. Inconspicuously. It's not illegal to
These are
stand
all,
on a
like,
street corner,
occupied
surely.
buildings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll find some shadowy place to stand and watch, and then once he leaves, I can fetch you guys.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
want.
That works.
I mean, if you
That
want, there's
works.
the abandoned pawn shop that's right next door to his shop. You could do.
Yeah, just
Ooh.
crack open that wall.
Almost like
Sneak
home.
away.
Lovely.
Like
I wasn't,
what?
I wasn't aware of that.
I
Yes,
mentioned
that
it
would do.
twice that there was an abandoned building right next door to his shop.
Wow.
We break down the
Yeah.
wall.
Thank you for telling us a third time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we stake out in the abandoned pawn shop and
Wait for him to leave.
wait
If
for
he
an
does,
opportunity.
Beanie said there's something downstairs. For all we know, he could be sleeping down there.
Who sleeps in a basement he claims doesn't exist?
I don't know. Isn't like
Most of these
illegal
places-
to like sleep on your like
Most-
property that you're using as a shop or something.
Most of these
I don't know.
places have their
Can
lodgings
we
up above.
make this watch as we wait for him to leave a moment of silence?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. You stay in the abandoned pawn shop. You're able to get in there with some ease. It's not really well boarded. Hiding in there, I want people to make listen checks. I'm not going to ask for stealth.
Hopefully it won't be another 100.
Another success on this.
No success.
That is a.
Oh man. It's contagious. The deafness.
Oh, really bad at hearing things.
It's just temporary and contagious.
The air
tinnitus
ticks
or
are
something.
spreading. The air ticks.
I just want you to roll stealth, Clara.
Aw. I can't hear the loudness of my own footsteps.
Your own heartbeat.
Stealth real quick.
Bubble, bubble. Trying, hold on. I'm stuck. There we go. Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, no, that fails. I have a very low amount of stealth.
Okay.
Maybe use luck.
No, I have a very low amount of stealth. I would have to spend a large chunk of luck. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
Otherwise I would.
So you accidentally bump into something while you're putting your ear up against the wall, and you make a loud noise. But you're not sure if he heard it or not. Whatever the case may be, a few hours pass as night comes. You never see him exit the building through the front window. I mean, through the door into the alleyway. And again, there's no door exiting it from 138th Street. So you assume he hasn't left. It's been a few hours into the night. Your listen checks reveal that he has been walking and pacing around a bit, and you hear him going from the main shop room to the back room, where you can make out the faintest sound of bed springs.
Hey, but you know,
he doesn't sleep on us.
Halfway at least.
Well, we just stay out of that room.
Isn't that illegal? Something? I don't know. Don't exactly know laws well.
Are we doing this?
As long as we keep an ear out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna break in?
Charlie looks expectantly at everyone. Are we?
Yes, let's do it.
I suppose.
Oh. We killed him.
No, we don't.
Punch.
You go through the cobblestone alleyway. It's perfectly clear. You approach the door, and you want to enter.
Was there a bell?
There was no bell.
Is the door locked?
Yes.
We will unlock the door.
Go for it.
I'll probably use luck on that. Yeah, that's a success with luck.
All right. With a successful little luck check, you're able to pick open the door, and you're able to enter into the room very silently. So far, no stealth checks yet. In the room, there's like the display case in the middle, display cases are all around, and then you have the counter. Behind the counter is the door to the back room.
I assume that's where he...
That's where he is, probably. You think. What would people like to inspect?
What is there to inspect?
Again, the display cases, the counter, etc., etc.
Can't just pull out my thing. He's sleeping back there.
Charlie will want to check behind the counter because that seems like a place that makes sense to have a trapdoor kind of thing.
Looking behind the counter, you see knickknacks, and a very lush purple carpet.
Whoa.
Odd.
Is it a carpet or a rug?
Well, I do need to decorate.
Well, a rug.
So, you know.
It's like a little throw rug. I get the difference between carpet and rug wrong all the time.
Is it attached to the floor, or can it be moved?
It can be moved.
Yeah.
Move it
the rug
away.
to one side.
Is it a flying carpet?
There is a trapdoor.
Oh.
Gasp.
Guys.
And he's probably down there, so how the hell did you move the rug over it?
Why would he be down there?
He's
in the other room now, Craig.
Oh!
He's not down there. Why would he be sneaking into where he's sleeping? Silly Professor Demir, come on.
It's late at night, alright?
Does the boy need sleep?
Okay. The trapdoor. Can it be opened or is it locked?
Trapdoor is open.
Guys, I'm going in.
I assume most of us are.
I want you to make a stealth check.
Of course you do.
Yes.
Just with
It should be
cat-like
easy.
tread,
Go down.
and make our way down the ladder.
I assume.
I'm gonna scream
Oh.
because I failed that roll. I'm gonna fall down the
Both of
ladder.
mine are
Any
success.
I. Oh no.
You all are very loud people to be around.
You know what? I think just not go down.
So
I say because I have shit luck and stuff.
by the way, Lewis, I'm going to say you recharged your gun just in case things go bombshell. You have 2 shots.
Okay, I got 2 shots right now.
Twice as many as before.
Yay!
Oh yeah. There were 2 on it already. Does that mean I have a total of 4?
I'll say you have 4.
Woo.
All right.
I didn't spend the.
And alrighty then. You go in there. The thing is, the stealth check wasn't for Silas and Kwane. You creep down the stairs, going deep into these cobblestone steps, deeper and deeper, and you enter into this little chasm that's, or this little chamber that's below. The chamber is relatively big. I mean, again, it's like all around you, but what's surprising about it is the fact that as you look around in here, there's like this giant circular well that's down here. There are some crates. There are skeletons hanging up all over the walls. And right as you enter, 4 creatures emerge from the well. These big, worm-like creatures with teeth and scales. They climb out of the well and make a hissing noise. From behind a curtain unmoves this man who reveals himself before you. And he says, "The cult of the bloody tongue shall not be trespassed." And we are in initiative. One moment as I get this ready. I was genuinely not prepared for this today.
Okay, yes.
Question: have they discovered Charlie yet?
They have not discovered you yet. You're still, I'm going to say, at the top of the stairs. I'm going to reward you passing your sanity check for the rest of you.
Let's say I just...
And you're still at the top. This is who is awoken from his little chamber.
Not Mukunga Midari.
You know,
I'm going to build him up more, but okay. This is happening.
Yeah. Oh no! It's Mukunga Midari. Yeah.
This genuinely means nothing to you. You just rushed your way to the boss fight. Good job, everyone.
What? No!
I have no clue what's happening, and that's good.
Let's set up the adventure. The party presses skip.
I had like a slow burn mystery I was going to do, but no, you guys have to jump straight to the boss fight. Oh, God. Okay.
Sorry, Nash.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Luckily, creatures are pretty.
It's called speed running.
Yes, it's called speed running the adventure. All right. This will be fun.
Question, I assume, because this is me being here, does those creatures trigger my weird fish fear?
No, not fish-like. They're more worm-like than fish-like.
Okay,
If
cool.
you're curious,
They're more like silverfish than fish.
You said scales, so I was like.
and now, mind you, let me be clear. These things are huge. Like Charlie, you're like build +2, right?
Yeah, I'm the biggest human.
They're build +4.
Oh.
Oh, they big boys.
Yes.
Oh,
And immediately, I would
big
like to call for sandy rolls real quick because they make.
Charlie
yeah.
closes the trapdoor and leaves.
Because you hear these things make a.
Oh, I passed. You said I'm at the top still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're at the top still, but you hear the wail, and that's enough to make you go, "Oh God!"
Oh shit! I gotta go down there. I'm assuming the shop owner has awoken.
He's
probably.
Wake up soon.
He's probably awake.
Oh, all right.
Well, bye, all.
So, okay, everyone who passed, you only take 1 point of sandy damage. Everyone who failed, did anyone fail?
I don't know, but I definitely passed.
Well, I'm off today.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh wow, that it doesn't pass.
All right, we're doing this. Only
You know, I know-
1 point of sandy damage, Toprak, as you know, you're having off everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you're just there. These things are, again, absolutely terrifying. And, oh boy, their whale. They're going to have some fun doing this. So, first of all, in the initiative, it is going to be Charlie, since you have the surprise round, since you are in stealth. Tell me what you want to do.
Lewis, you were up with Charlie as well, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Should
Yeah, so I assume that both of us sort of just glance down and see these worms.
Yeah.
And Charlie just hunker down, placing his suitcase down on the ground and opening it.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Getting out and quickly beginning to assemble a great axe.
Got it.
Oh.
And
Now that is a.
I'm going to say that because of the way your talent works, that's going to be covered in one part of the. That's like one of your 2 rounds of surprise. So Charlie, yeah.
So I can charge down and attack.
Yeah, you can charge down and attack and catch one of those things off guard.
Well, he don't want to kill something.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely say in this point.
Mm-hmm.
So he rushes down the stairs towards one of these worm creatures straight away, entering his blood rage.
Yep.
Which is still only a normal success, unfortunately.
As you're charging forward with this weapon in your hands, you swing the axe down, and you feel the sort of magical energy imbued with it as one of the as a part of your heritage that we will save at some point. Unfortunately, though, these things cannot dodge; they can only hope to fight back. Only regular success.
Considering is that only regular for them?
Yes.
Damn.
They're big and they have a lot of hit points, but they're not that effective. They're very slow and lumbering. You can tell what they're doing.
Good for us.
Oh, I'm super tempted. Yeah, let's spend some luck.
All right.
I'll make it a hard success. Just so I get to hit it.
Yes, nice. No, it was fighting back. You didn't need to spend that luck. You're good.
Oh,
it didn't. It can't dodge. That was fighting.
I had forgotten that's how that.
You're fine. You're fine. Just roll damage.
Yes. Hopefully this will be impressive. 14 points.
Nice. You bloodied that thing in one hit. Lewis, it's you.
About how much of this chamber can I see from the top of this thing?
A decent amount. You can make out the creatures.
I'm gonna try to pull out my ray gun and I'm gonna just try and take like some pot shots at these things.
Yep, go for it.
Do I have like? I don't know if I get like advantage or anything on this. Some if you're gonna ask.
Advantage. You have the high ground.
Nice. I have the high ground. Let's see if I get lucky. Hey, look at that! That is a hard success on that shot.
Nice. Give me that roll.
Now let's hope this goes good. Come on, let's go. 9 damage.
You aim for a different creature, right?
Yeah, I assume so.
And as you aim for we're gonna call him number 2, you fire the gun, and everyone sees like this beam of light travel across as it hits the target true, and you hear it give a shriek, and when you hear the hit, you notice that it's more effective than it would be because it catches fire, and he takes double that damage.
Ooh.
Your weapon is super effective against these.
Lovely.
So it deals double damage on a normal success on these creatures, and quadruple on an extreme success.
Wait, what?
Yes.
He said triple.
Yeah, no, double and then quadruple if you get an extreme. Powerful.
Okay.
You only have so many shots, though.
Yeah, that's...
Lewitt. And then we go, not to Clara, but to Makunga.
Makunga.
Makunga Mandari. He is certainly... he's certainly an interesting one. So he decides that this will be a good one. So he's going to break out some magic, and he's going to try and do this. He targets you, Charlie, since you've made it.
Of course.
Since you've made your presence clear, and he just saw what you could do with that axe. He's going to spend 5 magic points.
Target me and not the guy who's shooting a laser rifle.
Well,
That's
you're
fair.
down.
Makes sense.
No, you're down here. It makes sense in spell range. I think you know what he's about to be doing, what he's about to try to pull. Oh, God. Roll Constitution, Charlie.
That's actually not a success for me.
But he failed as well, so... You see him clap his hands, and he makes the same wave that Toprak can.
What?
Yes.
How dare he?
It blows off Charlie's bowler hat.
It blows off the hat, but, your balance is a little bit shaken. He hasn't really done anything yet. Clara, it's you.
You're next!
Well, as me, I'm just gonna say this is a clusterfuck, and I apologize profusely. But as far as Clara is concerned, she's just gonna put those brass knuckles back on and step into this fray, because why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm gonna go for... Sorry, what's his name?
Makunga.
Yeah. Makunga. I'm gonna attack him because he's trying to fuck Charlie up, and I'm not here for that.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, I said it.
That
is hard success.
Ooh, hard success. His best move is going to be to try to fight back.
Or he could just stand still and take it like a man. That would be friendlier.
No, he's smart. The bad guys want to win.
Nah.
But that's lame.
No.
He
You're lame.
only got a normal success.
Oh.
Bye. So, deal your damage.
Yes, please. Come on. Give me a nice big chunk of damage. Come on, please. That's what I like to see.
Nice. 6 damage.
Thank you.
He's gonna spend 10 luck and shrug off 5 of that.
Oh.
Why?
I forgot you can do that.
That's his talent. He's a tough guy.
Oh
Kind
no.
of just let me have it.
Well, not some... Yeah.
I'm gonna get away with that easy, lady.
Don't call me lady.
Lady.
Toprak.
Instead, call her laddie.
No.
Oh, yeah, laddie.
You have all your magic
No,
points
no,
back,
no,
by the way, Toprak. It's been enough time.
Oh, I have them all back.
Yeah, you had a night of sleep along with several hours of just making phone calls.
Well, crack snuggles. I know what I will be doing. 19 magic points into cosmic waves.
Oh, right. Who are you targeting this at?
Our dear friend, Makunga.
Makunga. Alright, give me that. Alright, so first of all, you're saying how many magic points?
19.
19 d10s.
Is that like all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought.
I'm gonna make sure I take this fucker out.
Okay, the strength stat is a 95. I want you to roll a d100.
Here we go. Oh!
That's rough.
You see what he did, and you clap your hands as well, and you send him flying back into his room, and he crashes as he makes like a... You hear a clatter come from the back. Oof, that's gonna hit hard.
Yeah, I hope.
However, it's now time for those giant worm dinglers to play. 2 of them will attack Toprak, 1 will attack Lewis, 1 will attack Charlie, 1 will attack Clara.
I'm like, how they get me?
Yeah, they can't get you.
I have the high ground.
Who are you starting with?
Okay, miss on Toprak. A hit on Toprak, you can choose to dodge that.
Ooh.
That only succeeds, by the way, at...
Oh. Oh no.
That only succeeds at... That exceeds at hard.
Oh.
What level of success was that dodge at?
That doesn't succeed.
Okay. So here's what happens. Oh, whoops, that's not correct.
These 8.
No, I want to hit 1, not Enya. Oof. You take 8 hit points of damage from this one creature. Because you dodge the first one, but you go into the second one, and as you're looking at this worm thing, you notice that it has like 8 separate human heads all biting at you. You think you see Bennett amongst them. Make a sanity check.
Oof.
Wildly uncomfortable.
No!
Oh no!
4? Remember, you take half, so it's only 2, but you're starting to get a little freaked. Like, ugh.
Oh wait, I've got cosmic waves.
Yep.
That was almost bad.
So now...
1, 2, 3.
So now we come to the ones that are hitting the rest of them. Let's see. Oh, that's a bout of madness. You've rounded up.
No.
You're fine. Then, because you're only taking half that, you're okay still. But if you take any more, I'm going to start questioning if you're ready for a bout of madness. Now, as for the
I'm
one...
already at 5 health.
Okay, the one attacking Charlie.
I'm fighting back.
Yep. It failed.
With this. And it's a hard success for me.
Roll the damage.
Come on. Only 8.
8.
Good job.
But it's the one I damaged before.
Yep, good job. He's almost dead.
Black.
And now we come to Clara. One of them tries to bite at you. It also misses horribly.
Oh, that's fine. Haha.
All right. Top of the initiative. Top of the initiative. It goes to Charlie.
Kablack again.
Mm-hmm.
That's another hard success.
Hard success. It's going to try to fight back. It's very unlikely it will succeed. It fails.
For 10 points of damage.
Dead. You slice this, you cleave this thing in half as like the force of energy just comes.
Charlie sort of underhand swings his axe and just cleaves it bottom from to top.
These creatures are going to be rolling. They're going to be just like rolling what I'm going to call like what I'm going to refer to as a do they want to retreat maneuver.
Do they break?
Do they break? We're going to see if they break. They break. The creatures see that you've just cleaved one of their own in half, and they begin to retreat back into the hole.
I didn't finish shooting.
Charlie is sort of swinging his axe after them, trying to get as many hits in as he can.
You deal damage at them, and you've like just get them to encourage to like get in their hole and stay there. Right, and I'm gonna go to the next stop bit in the initiative. Lewis. Silas and Kwane comes out of his room and he goes, "You! What are you doing? Get out of my shop!" And he notices the thing you're holding.
Get out of my shop!
What? I will call the cops.
Reverse psychology.
Fine. And whap. I just turn around. I assume this thing is rather heavy.
It's not.
It's not? Damn, I forgot I made it not heavy.
Terribly heavy, like, you can lift it given your strength.
Yeah. Okay, it's not heavy at all then.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, low strength. Either way, I'm just gonna turn around and try and just, maybe not with that, but at least with my other hand. And okay, I'll be leaving, and boom. Try and hit him.
Go for it.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Sucker punch it.
Yeah, sucker punch, hopefully.
I think you're ready to see what happens when this thing gets a kill.
Come on, let's go. No, I'm spending the 5 luck to make it pass.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
And you know, okay, roll the damage.
I realize I don't have much damage, but hopefully it puts him into mild shock.
See what's gonna happen.
I got fuck, this is just me punching that's unarmed. 3 damage.
It's 1d10 plus. Oh, but you're punching him.
Yeah, I'm just punching it. Yeah, I said.
Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, you punch this guy.
Boop.
He turns around, and on his turn, he will punch you.
We're having a fist fight.
Fist fight.
Wait, is it his turn?
Yeah, it's his turn now after yours.
Oh, already. Lovely.
Yes. He swings and he misses.
Ooh.
This frail
Can we
old
not
man.
interfere in this? Can we just have these two fight? The cripple and the old man. Let's go.
Die.
Come on, taking bets.
Come on. Woo.
God. All right. Clara, it's your turn. You can go investigate the whole alcove, I guess.
But is the other guy still a threat, or did he go down the well with his worms?
Mandari, he's in his own little cupboard. Like he was in like a little side room behind some curtains, and he's like knocked out in there.
Fuck it.
That's the effect.
I'm gonna ignore him. I'm gonna ignore him, and I'm guessing
thunderclapped into the wall.
He got thunderclapped into the wall. Well, that's actually really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna explore this alcove. The thing that was giving off the vibes? Was it the well?
It was the well. It was definitely the well.
I came down here for a well full of worms.
But when you go to investigate the alcove, here's where things get interesting, my friend. You go in there, and you discover some interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You discover like masks and robes and the claws of like a lion that are like gloves. There's this intricate mask. There's this copper bowl, a scepter. There's this headband. There's even this like this cash box that's down here. But then here's the interesting thing. You see something very familiar. It's a brown box with a golden plus sign on it.
Yoink. That's definitely worth... I mean, everything in this... You're giving me a whole box full of interesting things, and I only have 2 hands. But that's... Yep. Seeing as how we've... One of these, No, I'm not going to open it, but I am going to take it.
And, Toprak?
Mine now.
I gotta take care of myself somehow, but I'm not sure.
If somebody wants to run down here and eventually give you a first aid check, you're still within the time frame where somebody could do that and help you out.
That would be great.
By the way, a good rules thing to be aware of, whenever you take damage, you can spend 20 luck to instantly heal 1d6.
Do you think it's worth it, Professor? I'll let you do that retroactively.
I should be fine for now,
I don't think it's worth it at this point. It's just
No.
a good thing to know.
Yes, thank you. I will remember that. Because if we're still in combat, it might have been worth it.
All right. And we go back to the top of the initiative. Charlie.
Charlie's gonna make his way back up the stairs.
All right. You see Lewis and this old man having a very intense fight.
Charlie's gonna look. Charlie's gonna look at the shopkeep.
Oh, wait. No.
And say, I think it's time you stand the fuck down and start explaining some shit. I want to intimidate.
Yes, go right ahead.
That is a normal success, only unfortunate. It's almost back.
I think he passes at... He passes at... Wow, his power is pretty decent. He passes at hard.
Does it matter if I improve my success to a hard?
If you do, you would succeed.
Then I'll do that, because it's not so many points.
Yeah, go right ahead. He begins to... What do you want?
You can start by explaining the things in your basement. Yeah. And we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Shakota.
Go down to help the others. Let Charlie do his thing.
They're the dark spirits of the dead.
Why the fuck are you keeping them in the middle of New York?
Very good question. My companion down there, my right-hand man. We work hard, you see, Makunga and I. We run our little chapter of our organization here. Clara, make a spot hidden check.
The red thong thingy.
The red what?
Whatever he called it.
Pass.
As they're having this conversation,
Oh,
Clara, you make
God.
you're looking around the room a bit more, kind of going through all of the things that are in here, and eventually you see something. You see a symbol.
Yeah.
Very familiar symbol. It looks like this.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shite.
Back in the interrogation. We have to maintain.
What was your interest in Bennett?
Fine. He was too close to the truth. I got word from higher-ups that he had to be silenced.
What truth?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, but I'd settle for who the fucking higher-ups are. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm thinking of a response. Forgive me, I have to choose my words carefully here.
I will forgive you this once.
Let's just say my master is beyond what you would be able to know.
That's a fucking nonsense answer, and you know it.
I tell you the truth. No lies at all. Psych check if you want to confirm that.
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
His answer is truthful for certain.
Extreme, even.
His answer is truth. He really does have higher-ups. It's not a very good answer, but it's an answer that he can give.
I must say, the odds of your continued survival are starting to look fucking bleak over here, Silas.
I do not fear death.
Ah, that's surely good for you then.
Strike me down. You care about your boyfriend so much. Here's your revenge.
I'm gonna let my friends have a whack at you first.
Cops will never stand for this, you know. Especially when they work for me.
Oh, the cops are working for you now, do they?
I know the right people.
I'm just checking something up.
Mm-hmm.
Would Poe be the right people?
I have him chasing his own tail. If he knew what I was doing, he would bust me in a minute. But feed the right leads. They'll never look for me. His head is so dead set on Milton Adams. I suspect it's because he's black.
That seems likely. So are you, though.
But I have money.
Real fucking impressive. Now let's check for a moment what the fuck the other guys are up to, because I feel like I'm taking all the spotlight away. Come on, what are you doing?
Well, Lewis, you're up here for this whole thing, so if you want to chime in with anything.
Oh, no, I thought it was like, okay, you can handle this. I'll head down.
Okay, cool. Lewis, you go downstairs. You see Toprak is just like wounded as hell.
Oh,
Help.
like, come on, buddy.
First aid.
You patched it up, don't worry. Yeah. Really?
You can push that, but it might end up damaging him.
Hey, don't blame me if this goes wrong.
What?
Alright, we're good.
We're good.
Barely, but...
One moment. 2 points of recovery for Toprak. It's something.
It's something.
Uh,
This is a risky maneuver.
You're gonna have to spend some time in a hospital, probably.
Yeah. I ain't healing overnight.
Clara, are there any items in here you would want to perform psychometry on? There's like this...
Well, I mean, I've already got... go on.
Oh, well, first of all, do you want to open the box?
I picked up the box and I immediately got a message in block capital saying, do not open that box. So I'm not opening the box right now. I think we've got enough on our plates.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But
a
couple of other items that are in here.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ceremonial doodads and knickknacks.
But there's also a book in here.
A book. Ooh. I like books.
You pull it out. It's a very old book. Dusty little tome.
Mm-hmm.
Africa's Dark Sects, property of trustees of Harvard University.
Aha! We found it.
Nice. Can return that to Arkwright when we're done with it.
Okay, so that's the book.
So yeah, you have like a mask, lion's claws. There's another really weird mask that you wear over your head, and then like it's like a hat on top.
Yeah, one of those giant like headdress things.
Yep, it's got 4 heads on it.
Ooh.
All of them very alien looking.
Can I just like? This might sound like a bit cheeky, but can I psychometry the whole last cabinet and see if anything is standing out?
Yes. You won't get anything very specific, though.
That's fine. I just want to see if one thing sticks out above the others, and if it does, I'm going to look at it more closely the old-fashioned way.
If one is particularly loud.
Yes, if one thing is giving off particularly loud vibes.
Go for it.
Vibes.
Vibes. Fuck. No vibes for me. I'm pushing. I don't care.
Go for it.
Vibes.
I don't care anymore.
Vibe
This
checks.
has been crazy. Vibe check. Pass. No plus.
The giant mask and the scepter have like particularly calling out energies to them.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a closer look at these. Getting them out of the building might prove problematic, but I'm gonna take a look.
Why? It's the middle of the night. Just go and put them in the car.
Shh. Don't question me and my paranoia.
So wait, what did you say?
It's the middle of the night. Apparently I can carry these home, safe and sound. We're in a hotel.
Yeah, you go to the hotel, you say you bought those.
I bought these.
Push comes to shove, bring them to Lewis.
Lewis, can you hide some stuff in your apartment for me?
Yeah, you have the again, 1d6
yes.
plus 4 magic points if you haven't.
That's it. Thank you.
But yes, the giant mask and the scepter
how
are
legal?
particularly screaming. The scepter also has like Egyptian hieroglyphs carved into it.
Ooh. Ooh. Hey. I know hieroglyphs now.
Well, no, you have a talent
Kinda.
that'll let you use it. Up to you if you want to try for it.
Yes, I would actually like to try for that. What do I
Roll language.
What do
own.
I roll? Language own. Okay.
What is that sound?
Me lockpicking.
Pass on hard.
You can speak it. You can speak, read, and write ancient Egyptian for the next 24 hours.
What's it say?
Nyambe, the power mine.
Okay.
Nyambe is a. Well, I'm going to ask you to roll education.
Passes just.
Nyambe is an African god. You believe Western and Southern African. You don't know like what he's the god of, though, if he's of anything.
Western and Southern African god of something. That's something.
If you want to actually look that up in real life, it is real, I believe.
Yeah, that's a good move. Could you type it up so I know how to spell it? Like later.
Yep.
Got it right now. Thanks.
Sorry, not the power mine. Thy power mine.
Thy power might. That makes more sense. So if I were to make a little amateurish guess, it's so like a person could channel that god's power, maybe?
Only one way to find out.
Stab someone with it. No.
What?
No.
Holding it, you feel this energy coursing through you.
Oh, that's in. I was right. That was just a guess off the top of my head. I'm actually right. Wow. No!
Anyway, anything anyone else want to do? We probably should just wrap up what's going to happen with Silas.
Well,
That's,
and the other guy.
Yeah, there's a Makunga guy.
Makunga, yes.
Take care of him.
So Silas and Makunga. So Makunga's just knocked out. He's going to be like that for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So whatever you do with Silas, you can easily do to Makunga.
Yeah.
I'd say we have enough information and leads here to make a citizen arrest and inform Poe. Might get us in on his good graces if we give this win to him.
You want to call him? He did give you a card.
Yeah, now mind you, Silas has contacts in the police department, and I suspect he might get out. But it's either that or just making quick work of things.
Let's make some quick work.
Well, I'm asking the opinion of the group.
Sorry.
Are we contacting the police or are we murdering them?
The police might be a bit confused about the words.
How bad does this look on us if we call the police? Given what we've done.
Well, like this, I'm gonna do this in my own voice just because it's gonna be a bit.
Go on.
We have Silas's name on one of the cards, which belonged to Bennett. We went here, and the guy acted hella suspicious. We decided to do some investigation, and Charlie is sorta investigator type. We found ample proof down here in the symbol and things like that, as well as a confession from Silas that they were involved with this. I think we have plenty of legal authority here to do a citizen.
Well, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Now, of
I'm
course, Nash can tell me if that totally doesn't make any sense.
Sorry. You have a very reasonable way to connect him to the murder. I completely agree that is correct. It's just going to take having to convince Martin that he was wrong about who committed the murders.
Yeah, but we have the symbol.
Indeed you do. It's getting over his pride that's going to be the tough part of making the sell when you make the phone call. That's what I'm going to warn you right now. He has a pride issue and might not acknowledge your request because of that fact.
Which is why I was suggesting that we hand the arrest to him and he gets to take full credit.
That does sound tempting.
Doesn't really matter for us if we get credit or not. And we get a good
Really?
foot in with him.
All right. Can I make the call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You ring him up. You're able to get directly to Poole. Says, yes. NYPD Homicide Division, how can I help you?
Poole. It's Charlie Sweet. We talked earlier.
Oh yes, the Pinkerton. Yes. What did you find anything of interest?
We did, actually. We've made a citizen arrest. I'd like you to come down here and pick the culprit up.
On what grounds?
Yeah. Well, since I've already laid it down.
Yes, I'll let you just let
already.
you say what you said, and then you're just
Indeed.
Then how do you explain the confession I got from the 3 people you beat up at the scene? They fully admit that they were part of Hilton Adams' gang.
Obviously, this was information that they were fed. I got confirmation from the man over here, as well as a full confession from him, as well as clear sign. The sign on Price's forehead is present here as well.
Well, if you have that, well, that's very damning. He's persuaded.
Thank God.
Hates me to admit it, but I think you're correct. The boys in blue will be over there shortly.
Wonderful. We'll be waiting.
I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'd like to ask the table.
There was a small thing that Charlie wanted to add. If it was fine if the group confiscate a few things for our own investigation into another matter. As a bit of a return favor for essentially handing him.
I'll look the other way.
Excellent.
All right. So I'm going to ask the table real quick. Do you want to go a half hour longer just to quickly to handle the funeral and other things? Or would you like to end the session here and we start that up next week?
I'm happy to continue.
I'd like to go half an hour more because I have become aware that I might not make it.
All right.
Oh.
So we're going to do the very important scene. I will say, since we've basically did New York faster than I thought we would, I'm going to give next session to be time for all of you to do research into the Carlisle expedition, talk to people, see what you can learn. That's my one piece of advice for you before you depart New York. I will say, though, good job. You will be getting sanity healing today.
Well, we completed the chapter.
So, we're going to do the funeral, and I'm going to just kind of flash forward to the next day. Mark your calendar, if you don't mind. The arrests happen. Though, as the police investigate downstairs, they don't see any worm things or report any such findings. It seems they have burrowed deep beneath the earth.
Of course, never mentioned worms.
Yeah, no, but they went downstairs, they saw the well, and they were like, that's a giant empty well. But they never saw the worm things. They just found the evidence. They opened the lockbox that was down there and discover, like, okay, so all of these past murders since, like, 1919 have been, maybe even before then, have been happening because of these people. Like, the investigation will take a few days to fully pin everything. Hilton Adams is, in the papers the next morning, is said that he is going to be given a retrial just a week before his execution. So, he's going to see if he can get proclaimed innocent. But the next morning, that isn't what's on your mind. You successfully brought back the artifacts. You're in your hotel rooms. You're getting ready for the funeral. But it's not easy. I want to know what everyone wears to the funeral.
I'm just dressed in a neat black suit.
Yeah. Lewis, he got up a bit early he had to take his time, but he has a fairly nice, similarly starred black suit. Doing his best to pay honors.
Clara? There we go. I have to lean in to talk to the mic, apparently.
Okay. Well, Clara didn't travel anticipating a funeral. Nobody does. But she's managed to hopefully scrape together something that looks appropriately respectful.
Mm-hmm. Charlie?
Charlie is wearing a completely black suit and is freshly shaven. It's evident that he has made the effort to look respectable. He even has a little rose in his.
Arriving to the funeral is an interesting sight. It's a graveyard in Brooklyn, not too far from Lewis's apartment. Everyone's gathered. Jack, members of the Egyptian Cafe, Madeline Bear shows up again. There's even Nana Demir is present. Everyone's attending this funeral, and it's very solemn. Suzusa is even there, dressed in a mixture of black and the traditional Romani red blouse for mourning, actually. And there's another man here you've never seen before. He looks the most distraught, maybe only next to Charlie. He looks like this. And as you're all gathered here today, there's, in one of Bennett's last-minute jokes at the expense of the world around him, he actually requested both a rabbi and a priest do his funeral, just to see how they conflict with each other. They're just like staring at each other, trying to find compromises throughout this whole thing. You see Bennett in his coffin about to be closed and out in the open. He looks at rest. They were able to cover up the scars and make him look presentable before he passes. But both the Rabbi and the priest agree to let everyone, stand before and, speak up any memories. I'm going to give you a chance all to do this, but I'm going to open with Suzuza's to kind of give an example of the flavor I'm aiming for. Suzuza gets up and she says, I didn't know him for very long. I only knew him last year in January before he left, but when I moved in, next door to him in the hotel room, I talked to him about how I came here, and I mentioned a woman who changed my life forever. She tries to keep herself composed. He showed me around New York. He talked to me, and he even mentioned that he was aware of who she was, Marion. Interviewed her once for a book, apparently. It was... I'll never forget him. He supported me. He helped me when I was just starting out my dancing career. And I'm forever thankful to him, and it's a shame I didn't get to know him better. But thank you. Who wants to go next?
I can do it. Charlie will sort of go up there, look uncomfortable and distraught, like he can't really find himself. Bennett Dies. Bennett had a real knack for seeing the best in people. He did. I remember the very first time we met down in Peru. I'll admit it. I was being a right prick then to everyone around me. I still am most of the time, but he didn't see that. He saw a side of me I think most people seldom take the time to consider, and he had a real knack of bringing that side of me out. He was a real fine man. Real fine. Best man I've known. A memory of price, everyone. And he just sort of puts the rose down on Bennett's coffin slightly too hard and then just hurries away on quick steps.
Next.
I can go.
Speak.
And Clara steps up very, very awkwardly. This is very much not something she's used to doing in any capacity, and stands there, not sure how to position her body, and then thinks for a minute, and then shrugs because she realizes she can't think of anything more significant to say than he was my friend. And that's not a very remarkable thing to say about a arguably very remarkable man, but there it is. For someone like me, that's a big deal. He was my friend. And then she kind of glances up to her right, almost reflexively, and says, bad decision on his part. Huh? Realizes she's not looking at anything or anyone, corrects herself horribly, looks slightly mortified, and backs away in tears.
Jack comforts you as you retreat.
I think I'll take my go now.
Go ahead.
Lewis steps up. He's walking carefully. I describe it as... Yeah. He gets up and I have ideas, so I'm just gonna... Bennett, I describe him as... Oh, God. He was a friend. He accepted me as I was, nothing. Bennett was a willing man. He clearly showed care for the world and others around him, and he didn't care about you or anything that was different about you. He was a damn fine man, and if only more people were like him in the world. Steps off the stage.
Chopin?
Yeah.
You don't have to, and you can always choose.
Yeah, I won't do the roleplay stuff. I just reminisce about our adventures we had together sometimes and our experiences. And that he was gone far too soon.
And right before, he's, the rabbi's about to speak up and finish the proceedings, the man who none of you recognize steps up and he just goes, "Forgive me, I knew him very well. Some would call him a friend, others would call him a rival. But I respect him very, very deeply. Charlie, please make a psychology roll. Only you could understand his pain."
Nope, that one I failed.
Even though you failed, you can just tell this man feels a hurt similar to yours. I've been writing a poem, as I so often do, and I haven't decided if I'll publish it or not yet, but I think he needs to. I need to say it. Dear lovely death, that taketh all things under wing, never to kill, only to change into some other thing. This suffering flesh, to make it either more or less, but not again the same. Dear lovely death, change is thy other name. He closes his little book. I'll miss you, friend. He cries. You never see him again. He exits. He doesn't attend the wake. Passes away. And he passes off. The coffin is sealed, lowered and buried below the earth. But like many funerals of this time, we can't be all sad. And that's why, shortly thereafter at Fat Mabeline's, you arrive at the party he wanted. This is a New Orleans-style funeral, my friend. We go in sad, but we try to come out happy. It is a tragedy, but we sing it anyway. This little club, filled with interesting folks and people, musicians of all walks of life. There's a little group of 4 sitting over there that seems to be drinking merrily. And you see this hyper 16-year-old boy just wandering about, and he looks over at you and it's like, yeah, why are you so sad?
Friend passed.
Sorry?
It happens in our line of work.
I can only feel that.
But thank you.
Hey, don't worry there, mister. Pulls out a handkerchief from like a pocket that like he carries, hands it to you. Name's
Charlie dabs a little bit in the corner of his eye.
I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but you got to see my sister. She's truly one of the greatest musicians you'll ever see in your life.
I'd love to do that.
She'll be on very shortly. I guarantee she's one of the best. And believe me, we've felt lost too as a family. But you sing the blues away, right?
Exactly.
Name's Cable, by the way.
Charlie.
All right, Charlie. And out comes this woman, and she's interesting because she's not just a singer, she's a conductor as well. And, she kind of begins with a little bit of a sad little song called St. James Infirmary Blues, if you've heard it.
I have heard barely any blues, so no.
An old jazz standard, but this woman, she comes out onto the stage, and here's a photo of her, and she just starts performing this music that feels like it gets you, but it's also she then right as she gets to the end, she begins to like dance with the as she conducts this next one. And starts singing, and there's a bit of a lightingness in the air, and it's Professor Armitage who just like taps a glass and goes, "To Bennett."
To Bennett.
And as the songs keep playing into the night, as Blanche Calloway makes her big appearance. It's the figures of history that intersect and change. There's a small little scene that happens during the wake as well, where she does a jazzed up rendition of the French national anthem, saying to those soldiers of the Harlem Hellfighters over there in that little group of 4, may you forever serve your country. They shout, and here's to Hilton Adams. May he get out soon.
May you get out soon.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to those guys, you totally can, but I think you have the bare minimum information.
Charlie will probably be dancing to the music and talk to them if he gets the chance, but it'll be purely pleasant.
Yeah.
Polite conversation, general chit chat. Eventually reveals that that they were Harlem Hellfighters, that they all fought together with Hilton Adams, and they were like, oh man, when he was arrested, we were devastated, and he was just framed for murder. And they were curious, like how on earth Martin Poole changed his mind, because that did not seem like him at all.
Yeah. Don't worry about
I
that.
hear some citizens helped them. But
Yep.
Hear that. You know what? They're thankful.
Nice.
That's good. People shouldn't be put in prison for something they didn't do.
That again. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, dance.
Dance the night away.
I'm gonna dance.
Thanks.
You dance the night away, switching off partners, enjoying your evening. This is probably going to be the last little stable good night of rest. And then,
Yeah.
as you all exit, Jack walks up to you, Clara, right outside the club. I don't know what your plan is coming up, but just can you do this for me, okay?
Oh, okay. What do you need?
He takes out his, he like unbuckles his holster and like his gun inside. He's like, take this with you. Just I don't want you getting hurt, and please make sure you're okay, all right?
Hey, I'll be okay. I mean, you've seen me. You trained me
I know, but
a bit.
just have mine. It served me very well, and I want you to have it.
Okay.
I don't know what the future holds, but I got a feeling you're gonna need this.
After what I've seen the past couple of days, I have a horrible feeling.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll see you in Arkham, okay?
Yeah. I'll be back soon. Soonish.
Finally, we have one last thing to handle. Mark your calendar. It is now the 16th. It is now the 17th. The reading of the will.
Uh-oh.
You all gather back at the office of Carlton Ramsey. Present there are also the publishers of Prospero House, Suzusa, the man from the funeral from the other day. He attends the reading of the will. As many members of the trust as can fit into this office, so Nana is there, Madeline Bayer is there, Jack had to go back and work on the case. The Pyramid Club had to go back as well, but they've taken the message to schedule the appointment with the professor at Miskatonic. And sorry, did I say Pyramid Club? I mean Egyptian Cafe. The Pyramid Club is a completely different thing that we will come. I promise the Pyramid Club is relevant to something else, but that's a different thing entirely.
The Pyramid Club.
And here we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I will begin the reading. I, Bennett Price of New York, New York, being of sound mind and body, do hereby revoke my former wills and declare this to be my last will and testament. I nominate Carlton Ramsey to be the executor of my will. Carlton Ramsey shall withdraw $100 upon completion of the task. Article 1, Identification of Family. I do not have any living heirs nor family. All that I bestow shall be given to friends I refer to specifically by name, and to institutions whose owners and or operators shall decide how to distribute my property, both real and personal, to them. Article 2, Outstanding Debts. I wish for all of my debts, taxes, funeral expenses, and expenses of last illness to be paid first from my estate. Article 3, Deposition of Property. I devise my property, both real and personal, and wherever situated as follows. 1. First beneficiary. Suzusa, currently of New York, shall be given the profits of my current book, Faces of Death, and that I would have been entitled to. Second beneficiary. Charlie Sweet, currently of the United States of America, will receive my pipe. He passes across the desk a pipe to Charlie. You've seen Bennett.
Charlie takes it and places it in his inside pocket.
Third beneficiary. Langston Hughes, currently of New York, will receive my hat. The man who you've never seen before is now you now know his name. He's passed a hat and he receives it and he holds it in his hand and he starts to cry a little bit.
Charlie pats him on the back.
Fourth beneficiary. Prospero House Publishing, owned by Jonah Kensington of New York, shall be given full control over the copyright of all the books I have written. Prospero House Publishing shall also receive my unfinished writings to do with as they wish. A large stack of papers is passed over, along with all the other papers that the publisher already owns, that they brought in a briefcase with them. Fifth beneficiary. The Smith & Hunt Archaeological Trust, operated by Toprak Demir of Istanbul, Turkey, shall receive the profits of my previous books that I would have been entitled to, and all remaining property that has not been previously distributed, along with all remaining liquid assets I possess. Mr. Demir, we have calculated the numbers. I have run through the estate. While he didn't own any land, he did own a significant amount of liquid assets, especially since before his departure to off to Kenya, I believe. He had liquidated a bunch of gold he had once found. Anyway, we've done the math, and we've been able to crunch that you are entitled to exactly $15,000 US. That comes out to, in modern day cash, $223,000.
That is a significant fortune.
This is for the trust's operating funds. Do with it as you wish.
It's not for you.
I am truly on that.
Once again, we have the standard writing here. If any beneficiaries contest this will, they will not be entitled to the provisions they have been promised. If any of this will is held invalid, it will then not affect any previous provisions. And finally, here's the signature of Bennett Price on the 16th day of January. I declare and I sign and execute this instrument as my last will, and that I sign willingly, and that I execute it as my free will and voluntary act. I declare that I am of the age of the majority, or otherwise legally empowered to make a will, and under no constraint or undue influence. Signature Bennett Price, witness Jonah Kensington. That is the publisher, the head of the publishing house, and Carlton Ramsey as the executor. There is one last instruction, though I do this not as a professional lawyer, but as Bennett's friend. I have one last message from him that I must read to you now. He wanted me to read this to you in the event of his death. Greetings from beyond the grave. By now, you know that all I've really left you with is a whole heap of trouble. If I were still around to have an opinion on the matter, I would understand if you decided to walk away from it all. Hell, if I'm dead right now, that's a good indication I should have done the same. But you know me too well, and I know you too well. If you were the kind of people to do the sensible thing, then we wouldn't be friends. You've been there for me, been there when I needed you in the past, and I hope you will be again, even if it's too late to save me. I've been pulling threads all over the world, and while most of them are still unraveling, I think I'm onto something big. Carlton and Jonah can fill you in on some details for you. I have left all of my papers and notes with them, which should help you work it out which hornet's nest you need to poke next. I trust you to bring my killers to justice. Of course, I'm assuming I was murdered. It will be just plain embarrassing if I die because I was hit by a trolley car. Follow my investigation to its bloody end and seek out the truth. I'm not asking you to finish my book. None of you can write worth a damn. Your friend always, Bennett Price.
He had to get the last word in somehow.
Yeah.
Yep.
He gave me lessons.
I guess we showed him by solving the murder before this was read to him.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Carlton and Jonah glance over to you and ask, well, Jonah is the one to really speak up. Well, sir, ma'am, will you take the job? Finish it? They extend their hand for... Jonah extends a hand for a shake.
There was never any other option.
No.
And Charlie would shake.
Shake. Clara?
Of course, I'm in.
Lewis?
Oh, yeah.
Toprak?
Of course.
Then, Nana in the back of the room says, and the trust is involved. We'll finish this we'll solve this mystery for him and put this to rest.
And that, my friends, is the one thing you can do in tragedy. Remember the lost and right their wrongs. Finish what needs to be done. Tune in next time to episode 10 of Masks of Nyarlathotep. Researching the Carlyles. As always, I am your humble servant, vitusvarnus. See you next time. You know, normally we have a different song close us out, but I think this week I've got something a bit more appropriate.